Wait, what?
Welcome back to another episode of the Junk Monkeys Podcast, a very special episode of the Junk Monkeys Podcast.
Very special.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at episode number 50.
Woo!
Yay!
Holy
Shit, pretty wild, I'm not going to lie. Holy shit indeed, Dan. 50 episodes.
Nobody's taken us off the air yet.
Not yet. Give it time.
They're trying.
Give it time. We've been doing this podcast since October 22nd, 2021.
Oof.
One?
That is a really long time.
It's a very long time.
Um,
Why are you making fun of my script?
No, I'm reading it. If uploaded on May 24th, 2024, which is the plan for this episode,
The day you're listening.
that will have been 946 days of podcast.
Woo.
Or, in other terms, or 2 years, 7 months and 3 days, or 31 months and 3 days. That's 81,734,400 seconds.
Noah's like out of breath. He can't believe it.
1.3 million minutes and 22,704 hours.
Yes.
Wow. 20, only
That's
22,000.
a tenth of the time I have on Smite. Holy
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh, that's
Because
bad.
I have 2,500 hours on Smite.
I wonder what our
wow.
millionth minute was.
A fucking mistake.
What were we talking about at our millionth
It was
minute?
probably Brad making an inappropriate joke.
Yeah,
talking about-
probably. I have a lot
Classic.
of those.
Yeah.
Talking up the table. No.
So yeah, we've been doing this for quite a long time now. And now it's time to step back and take a look at some of the most memorable moments from the past almost 3 years of making this podcast.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
So please stick around for this episode of the
Sound it out.
Stick around for the 50th episode of the Junk Monkeys Podcast.
Hey!
Woo! I might not.
No, actually,
I might leave that in.
Welcome back, everyone.
Woo!
Woo!
Hey.
Really exciting day today. I mean, we went over it in the intro there, but like, good lord, 2021,
Holy
long time.
crap.
guys! I was 21 years old.
I was 4.
Yeah,
I was.
I don't think so.
Oh, you know what I mean?
I couldn't legally drink.
You could or you couldn't.
Couldn't
Wow,
at that time.
that's wild.
Yeah.
You drank
How old
anyway.
would- How
I would
old
have
would
been
you?
17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Math
I
was
could
never good at math.
legally drink.
You could.
I
Yeah,
could.
For sure.
Yeah.
Remember that first time we stepped in the booth, how cool this place was?
Yeah. It was like a new world, man.
It's still cool to me. I still think it's super cool.
I think it's super sick.
Oh, back in the
but yeah.
booth? Absolutely.
You remember the makerspace in 2021?
No.
Like all the 3D printers, they didn't have all the shelving and everything here.
Yeah,
Man,
that was
didn't have
yeah.
nothing.
Sometimes I wish
Totally.
I like took pictures more of things.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't realize how much they're going to change over time.
Right.
Yeah. Been here for 3 years.
That's
Three-
ridiculous.
Oh, fucking-
Well, like less than 3 years, but we're coming up on 3 years.
It's 3 years.
Wild.
Close enough.
So yeah, we wanted to have a little fun little time here talking, reminiscing. The flow of the show is gonna be. I like the flow of the show. That's fun.
That is good.
That's
Flow
a
of the
fun
show.
mouthfeel going. I like that.
Look how my mouth feels when I say that.
Mouthfeel.
What's the mouthfeel vibe today, boys? The stop
What?
the room. I don't know. He said it. Don't look at me.
Yeah, Dan's not the culprit here. I started this. I don't know, Dan.
Yeah, mouthfeel of the day.
Mouth-
Today's mouthfeel is, I would say, like
It sounds like one of those.
succulent.
Okay.
I
wouldn't say that.
I was thinking like a
Supple.
vanilla milkshake.
Oh, you're talking
Oh.
flavors.
Flavor.
Oh,
I was
okay.
I was
what-
talking like textures.
That's what I mean, like the texture.
Oh.
I was thinking more like a
Oh.
boba tea, you know,
Like a smooth
a,
but thick.
Yeah.
Smooth but
Gee, I
thick,
wonder
yeah.
why you. I wonder why
I
you
wonder
say
why.
that.
I wonder why. Maybe we'll find out later. Who knows? But yeah, the flow of the show is going to be we're going to have some fun like reminiscing points, talking about like, hey, like, let's get the vibe. Let's check out how we've been feeling about the podcast for the last 50 episodes, and then we'll do a supercut of our favorite moments that we picked out. React
Yes.
to those. We'll have a fun time listening to that.
Got a bunch of clips.
We have a special little interview with Mike. We're going to throw in there as well. He wasn't able to make it to this recording, sadly, but
We
you
had
know,
to have him.
We had to have him.
Had to.
Gotta
He's
have 'em.
literally a founding father.
Founding father.
Founding father.
Yeah, we were able to scrounge up enough money to pay the wizard to resurrect. him.
Resurrect his
once
dead
again.
body, of
Gold
course,
coins.
Yes.
You guys don't know.
He is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone.
Mhm.
But this was actually recorded pre-death.
Yeah, we knew he was gonna
Yeah, this
die.
was back into. This is 2021.
Yeah, exactly.
We knew he was dying.
Did he leave in 2021 or would that have been? No, that would have been 2022.
2022 for sure.
That's
It was
right.
a year, I think.
Yeah.
Sonder always, because he loves listening to the episode, so he's listening right now.
Shout out, Sonder.
What's
Hey,
up?
Sonder.
Noah, fuck you.
I don't know you.
Whoa.
So he always likes to laugh about how he makes the joke. I've told this to Randy, but he makes the joke that we said it was like the episode where we said farewell to Mike was like episode 2 because it happened so early. It was like episode 1, memories of the PS4.
Yeah.
Episode 2, bye Mike. It was like episode.
Even though Mike wasn't even on the first episode, so it would have been like, see you, Mike.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I love that joke.
That is funny.
It was like episode 14 or something.
Yeah.
It was a
It
while.
was It's pretty
That's
good.
a long time
super
still.
early.
Some quick housekeeping, folks.
Episode 1.
Obviously, Operation Get Ran to San Fran.
Yes.
Still in effect.
Yeah.
Still in effect.
We got to get him to San Fran.
We got to get Randy to Sandy.
So if that doesn't like go through, do we just like ship you? We put you in a box.
Yeah,
I think
see,
so.
I
We
was
start
thinking
fundraising.
we need to start looking at like luggage dimensions.
Expedition rates.
I need
Yeah.
to start losing weight, Randy, so we don't have to pay as much.
No, the whole plan is to gain weight, Brad.
We have to get him an extra large like
Also-
hamster water bottle thing that we can put inside of his box.
Okay.
Also, have you seen this man's figure? Look
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
I could
Absolute,
fit in anything.
Look at this king right
Oh,
there.
stop.
Look
You're growing.
look. Nice shirt by the way.
Jordan
Yeah.
helped me.
Beautiful.
Jordan helped me find this shirt
Yes.
at Value
Looks
Village.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you don't rag on Value Village clothing. That stuff goes hard.
You know, usually I'm
Sometimes.
anti-thrift,
Usually.
but like
Sometimes.
this was good.
Dude, I want to get into thrifting.
You're
Nah, man.
anti-thrift.
He's got the
I'm
sunglasses.
usually
Like,
anti-thrift.
It seems
Yeah.
it seems like
Thank
there's
you,
so
Dan. I
much.
look
appreciate
at the
that.
fit.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Oh, right. You brought that up the other day.
What's up?
That you don't like thrifting.
Yeah, I'm
What's
not a
wrong
big
with
thrifter.
thrifting?
We can get into it later.
Okay.
I feel like we've spent enough time in the beginning here just rambling.
The yapping.
We're yapping, bro.
We're yapping.
Second thing, running with Rand.
Woo!
Let's go.
How do you think you got the fit?
Cherry. Yeah, I had to run away. I had to.
That's how he's getting
meant-
all these nice clothes.
I
Just stealing.
I meant to say figure, but I insinuated that you've committed a
been
crime.
stealing from Value Village. The one place you really shouldn't steal from. Yeah, running with Rand is still a go. There's a donation link in the description for
Please
when I
send
run
money.
a half marathon on June 16th.
Hell
Really
yeah.
excited.
That's coming up.
Where are you doing that?
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Excellent.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a good time. With that out of the way, fellas, we've yapped. We've spent like maybe 5 minutes already yapping,
We are fluent in yapping.
which
this.
means
Yeah.
we have another hour and a half of yapping to go, and I'm so excited. Guys, let's get a vibe.
We're getting a vibe.
We're getting a vibe.
The vibe is in shambles.
The fact that like the vibe do be in shambles.
What's the vibe deteriorating?
in pieces on the floor.
Yeah. 50 episodes.
Holy crap.
It doesn't even feel like it, to be honest with you.
No.
Like I've genuinely, this show has become such a thing that's just a part of the schedule. Like it's infrequent enough that I'm not like it kind of sneaks up on me sometimes, where I'm like, oh shit, yeah, podcast
Yeah.
coming up.
For sure.
But then eventually, like to the point where I look back on this now and I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, we've been doing this a long time. Yeah.
How long has it been since I've been late or missed a recording?
It's been a good while.
Yeah, you've been doing good.
You've been
I've
quite
been on
punctual.
time.
Yeah.
Today he was early.
Yeah.
about
I
you?
was the late one. I wasn't really late.
Not late,
I was like later than I would like to have been.
Brad, I genuinely wanted to do like for Stats Showdown, which is coming up in the
Oh,
the
how
episode.
many times is
How many times
been
Brad
late?
was late, but I didn't have any way to track it.
That's
Like,
so funny.
I think it was four.
I was thinking like I was thinking 2 or 3. I don't
yeah,
know.
it's not as many as
2
we
or
make it
3,
seem.
but I did it
It's
a
actually,
lot.
it's
in
actually just like 9.
There was a
Yeah.
very short like time frame where
Yeah.
you were
It was multiple
consistently
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was consistently fucking
There was
up.
there was that one time where he just it was like an hour later. And he's
Yeah,
like, I
that's
just
right.
woke up.
Yeah.
yeah. We had to
fattest
wake
nap
him
of
up
my
and
life.
Yeah.
everything.
I think
It's
we were
like,
just chilling at the table out
Yeah,
there,
we were
being
just-
like, we're waiting for Brad.
where's
Just
Brad?
talking.
Trying
Yeah.
to call him on Snapchat.
Yeah,
And you guys waited too.
yeah,
Yeah.
That was nuts.
We
I
needed
remember,
you, bro.
I remember
Yeah,
one time I had to
so.
text Mike to figure out where you were.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
And
And
then
you're
I'm-
like, because Mike always answers.
I'm sure we probably lost that episode regardless, because that was back when we
Probably,
didn't
yeah.
have the good flash drive or hard drive.
I still don't know what happened because
Hmm.
I don't think it was like your hard drive being like bunk.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
No idea.
But
Maybe
we
I
have-
just saved it weird.
We haven't lost an episode yet.
No, thanks to Cassie.
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Shout out Cassie.
PogChamp. I need a portable
What is our
SSD. Oh
vibe?
my god.
We were talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about vibe. We're getting
Right,
a vibe.
right,
The
right.
vibe, the vibe is that it's fucking hot in here. Oh my
so
God.
Always is.
Dan brought this up as a fun idea. Let's go around the table,
Oh,
get everyone's
yeah.
opinion on how they would describe the past 49 episodes of content.
Should we make it like hard?
Well,
Like
see,
3 words?
We've got
See,
we
3 words?
You're getting ahead of the script.
You're getting ahead of the
Oh,
script
okay.
here, Brad. Guess
My
what?
bad.
If you want,
There's a plan.
like immediately,
it's okay.
try to think one word, man.
One word. for
How
the
on
last-
earth do you describe 50 episodes of content with one word? And Dan, I kind of want to start with you.
Oh, I was really hoping you wouldn't throw to me.
Ah, shit. I
guess-
figured you were the most
I
prepared.
guess I have had to. Well, because
Yeah.
there's a couple that immediately come to mind. I guess if you want to describe like multiple,
Yeah.
these two are like super in thought right now.
No, they're thinking, bro.
Holy- It's
Smoke
it's
drunk
hard
monkeys.
because
It's hard to come up with one word.
I was the immediate one that came to mind was like proud.
Yeah.
Because I am very proud. We've created an institution that people can stand by every 2 weeks, not always.
Sometimes.
That
Semi-frequently.
That's why I said sometimes. So proud immediately came to mind, but I didn't really want to go with that.
No, it's okay. Honestly, like, talk us through like your vibe of the podcast first, and then we'll leave
Right,
the one word
yeah.
answer for later.
Right. Well, the thing that comes to my mind that I think is quite apt is we've been doing this for a long time, and I don't want to talk about how I feel like not tired, because I'm not tired. That's not what I mean.
Yeah.
Almost like seasoned.
Yeah.
As in, I feel like we've hit our stride.
Totally.
We hit our stride a while ago. Once we stopped losing files,
Yeah.
and figured out how clocks work.
Right. Yeah. Snap
and-
schedules.
and stopped passing whoever was doing levels to other people. That was so funny.
We had to institute HR for one episode. Like, past that, we were good.
I feel like we've hit our stride.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Can you help me with that? What word would you use? Like, we're seasoned. We've hit our stride. We're going strong.
I would say comfortable, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like that's
Adept.
it's
Adept, comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know. You get
there's
what I'm saying, though,
I
right?
can't think of a specific
Yeah.
word, but yeah, magnanimous. You know.
Illustrious.
Superfluous.
Yeah. Superfluous.
But we've
Mississippi.
MISSISSIPPI. I still remember.
Hell yeah.
But we've hit our stride, and I feel like we're going strong right now.
Yeah.
And I am proud. I'm very proud of us. I'm proud of all of you.
Yeah.
And it's been a hell of a ride. It's been super fun. I was in some way thinking about like, is this like season 1? You know, like, but
Yeah.
like I feel like that's sort of whatever. But
That is funny because every time I upload to Spotify, it asks me like,
What season
"What
is
season
it?"
would you like
Yeah,
to put
yeah.
this in?" I'm like, "I don't have a season for this. We do episode numbers. That's it."
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be odd if this was like season 1 because that like we're riding on the idea that we're going to make at least 100 of these.
Yeah. No.
I think we probably will. Maybe not though.
I think the thing that will stop this podcast is when I move away.
Yeah.
when
But I
moving
think we will
happens in life.
continue. We will find a way to make it continue regardless.
I just feel like it would slow down a lot. Like it'd be like, okay, well, maybe once a month now. Or
Exactly,
something.
Yeah.
No, I kind of agree with you. I was genuinely thinking the other day about when you and I were sitting in Chalet, the restaurant
I love
on the hill.
Chalet.
When,
And
that must have been a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Okay, it was.
Because it was you and I having a conversation where you were like, "Yeah, Mike brought up the idea you guys wanted to do a podcast." I was like, "Oh
What?
yeah."
I still remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, "Yeah, and he's like, "So what are you going to or Dan was like, "What are you going to do for editing?" And I was like, "What do you mean?"
I'll be completely honest.
editing?
I was weaseling my way in.
Oh, absolutely.
I was like, well, first of all, it would help them. Also, I can like get in on this.
Yeah.
Sort
Yeah.
of. But
No, it's genius. And it's been a very fruitful
Yeah, that
collaboration.
makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
I got my word.
What's that?
We are tested.
I like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We have been tested.
Proven.
Proven.
Yeah.
That's an even better one. What the fuck? See, this is why you're the writer.
Yeah.
He takes English.
We are proven.
Yeah.
We have done our job. We know what we're doing. Sometimes.
It goes back to we were talking about this before we started the episode in the first 30, but it was like going back, if you go back, our most popular episode is our first episode and has over like 180 views or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
it's up there.
It's up there.
It's very up there.
And I wish it wasn't because
It's the worst.
it's genuinely some of the most awkward not conversations,
We
but like
get so much better later on.
we get so much better,
And
I
way
hope,
faster,
and I
too.
hope that people stick around for that. But like for a first impression, that's why I made the best of Junkie Monkeys playlist because I
Yeah.
want people to start not at episode 1.
Right.
But yeah, no, I completely agree with that, Dan, in that like it is proven. It is something that my whole goal when we were planning this podcast out was very much I want to be able to produce a product that we can consistently hit.
Yeah.
And consistency is like my big thing in like, hey, if we're going to stick with something, we got to be consistent about it. And we did that. We did two episodes per week until I think we all got COVID. And I think that was the first gap
Right.
where we were like, but we only missed one episode.
Yeah.
And then obviously there was like the big gap, but then like since then,
We've recovered every single time.
absolutely.
And we're still in a content like stretch right
Yeah.
now.
100%.
1,000%.
1,000%.
How long has it been since the pause?
Since the pause, we started right at the beginning of this year. I believe it was like the second
So,
week
yeah,
of January.
Yeah, or even it maybe like okay. So
Yeah.
I think it was a couple month pause.
It was I want to say it was like 4 months.
I thought it was like 6 months.
It felt
Yeah, I
like
thought
6
it-
months.
It was a
Six-
good
six
Well,
months
while.
came to
see,
mind.
we recorded the first episode back. I think it was in late November, early December. But then we decided to hold it
Yes.
Right.
for January, like New Year. Let's start off
Right.
strong.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
And that did numbers, and it was great.
Mhm.
It
Yeah, we
shot-
had our first video content. That was fantastic.
That was hilarious.
That was so much fun. I wish
Guys,
if we're if we're going back on that video, there's my one piece of feedback, and I'm very critical of myself. But like, I wish that the camera angle was like not down on me, if that makes sense. Because like, usually in like film, you don't want like that. Whatever, it's stupid. I'm doing my film thing. But anyway,
it's our first thing.
exactly, and it worked out so well. I'm so like, I got a text from somebody being like, who definitely doesn't listen to the podcast. They were like, "Who the fuck is that first guy that's just lying on the table?" I'm like, "Oh, that's my homie Brad." He's a good
That
guy.
was your idea too. You were like, you like lied back, and I was like, you should totally do that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I kind of love about this podcast, though, and like this crew is that like, it's not. I hate using the word pivot because it's so like used on everything. It's like pivot, like Friends, but like
I don't know. I don't.
it's just a meme from Friends where it's a very overused clip of like Ross getting a couch up the stairs. It doesn't matter. Ross.
Get it?
But yeah, I don't know. Like,
Opens the door. What?
we'll throw in. I'll have an idea. Brad will have an idea. Dan will have an idea, and we'll be like, yeah, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Does anybody have a word? Have you guys thought of a word?
Ooh, I thought
You guys
of
have had
one.
some time.
Yeah.
I do have a word as well. I don't really care who goes first. You go first.
My
Good
word
gentleman.
was going to be dedicated
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
because this has been something that has been new for all of us.
All of us.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
to start
1000%.
and everything. Dan, you have experience editing audio and
And doing podcasts.
And doing podcasts.
But not like to this extent.
Yeah.
Like we're producing a show here.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then for the rest of us, like we all walked into this booth and we're just eyes wide open. We
Yep.
had no idea what to do. Like you can tell in the very first couple videos
Oh, yeah. 1000%.
that it was something that was completely new to us, and like we had no real professional training in any
Yeah.
of this, but it was something that we still all wanted to do, and it was something that we were dedicated to.
Yeah.
And
It's like the definition of where there's a will, there's a way.
yeah,
That was
exactly.
the whole. It was like, okay, well, let's get in there, ride or die. We'll figure it out.
We'll do it.
And like even at the beginning, I think we all knew that it was gonna be rough. All the video, like the audio was gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Like, filling the dead air
Sure.
was gonna be tough and
Yeah.
everything. But we still stuck to it,
Yeah.
and we've stuck to it for 50 episodes now.
Wild. Yeah, I genuinely remember, Noah, it was you, me, and Brad recording the first episode, and we finished, and we were like, man, I want to do that again. Like, we were almost like ready to hit that, like get that fix again. Like,
Right.
almost like immediately. I think we recorded the first 2 episodes within 2 weeks because we just were like that excited to be like,
Let's
that
just-
was
let's just
fun.
go
Let's
back.
do that
Let's just go
again.
back.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
Dedicated. I like that.
And like not only that, like it's also like I've never made thumbnails or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't even
Before.
talked about that.
I haven't done like any sort of like graphics designing besides like the odd like hyperfixation that I got.
Yeah.
Making
swords.
a meme.
Yeah. But like I now have a whole subscription to Canva
Yeah.
to get all their assets and everything, so I can make these thumbnails, and like that's just a whole new thing that I wouldn't have gotten if we didn't stay dedicated to this.
100%.
Yeah.
You say 1,000%?
I did say 1,000%.
Oh, he's 10 times better than mine.
So much better.
Why is everyone being me today? This sucks. My word is this sucks.
Doo-doo.
But like not only that, like Randy, you're doing a lot more like social media stuff now too. You and Dan are both I think you two are both the ones that are doing the shorts and everything.
Yeah,
On-
so Dan's been working on that.
I'm doing the shorts.
You're doing the shorts?
yeah.
Those things have been awesome.
Oh my
fun.
god,
They're
they're
fun.
so
I
fun.
love those so
Love
much.
them.
and they're so easy to make. It takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Randy, you're doing a lot of media stuff. Like you were doing media releases for us when like we were taking breaks, or if there was any instances where
That's something. Yeah,
where
absolutely.
we weren't gonna hit like our deadline on uploads or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that, but like straight up, man, hats off to you because you were the one thing that was like keeping the communication open to our fans.
You were putting a face on the junk.
Yeah,
Monkeys.
absolutely.
Yeah.
literally like the videos where like You're just right there.
Totally. And I think like
Hey guys, just Randy.
the point behind that was like I wanted to use my social media more. My philosophy around social media is like I want to not show people, but like, well, I kind of want to show people how not scary it is to just put something out there. Like it doesn't matter at the end of the day, and people aren't going to remember it in 2 days regardless. So put out a snapshot. It doesn't matter
unless it's sick.
Unless it's sick or
and
like,
then you're golden.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point.
But yeah, like
People are still talking about the Carter drunk video.
exactly.
Sometimes Dal still messages me
It's
like,
still funny.
Dan, that's still funny. And I'm like, I don't know. Carter was just going mental style.
It's good shit.
Carter's ever listened?
I don't know. That's
Probably,
a good question.
Probably not.
I'm sure he listened to one of them.
Dal's probably showed it to him.
Yeah, it's a great point. It's a great point. What were we talking about? No. I want to like genuinely, Noah. Props to you for just jumping on thumbnails. Like I feel like that was an initiative we started. Not super early on, but it was the new year, and we were like,
It
okay,
was pretty quick.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was 6 episodes.
I think it
seven
was
episodes?
6 episodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was the first thumbnail that
Music.
I made? I'm gonna look this
No,
up.
it was
Was it not music?
looking forward and looking behind,
Right.
like the
Right,
2022 like
What the hell is
resolutions.
those? Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, no, honestly, props to you, man, because like
Yes.
some of your thumbnails are some of the funniest fucking things
They're
I've
pretty
ever
good, man.
seen.
They're pretty good.
Like growing up rural is still one of my favorites. 'Cause
Brad
it's
crouching. Or some of them are just like super eye catching. My favorite personal one is hack questions.
I was about to
the
say.
yellow and
Hack
black.
questions
are
That's
dude.
so. We actually were talking behind the scenes, and I was like, I feel like part of the reason Hack Questions 1 did so well is because
Is the
it's
thumbnail.
interesting, but the thumbnail is just like you look at it and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because I
That's the
saw
one,
it and
yeah.
it grabbed my eye. I was
The
like, oh, I want to.
funniest thing about that is that
took like 2 seconds.
I do remember this.
Yes.
Randy reminded me because I forgot that we were uploading
The day of?
that day.
Yeah.
So I was at work and I logged
Oh
in.
yes, you told that
I
story.
logged into my Canva account at work and
It's
made
incredible.
the thumbnail.
And
I
you
mean,
made a
hell,
banger.
It paid off. Yeah.
It's like a Picasso just picked up a brush and he was like, oh, I guess.
I was just like,
whatever.
just look for
Fucking
all the
deadline.
black and white assets
Yep.
and
That
throw
was good
those
shit.
on there.
It worked though. There's like a chicken on there.
Yeah.
Some good
I
stuff.
think there's a Spartan helmet somewhere. I
Bradley
don't know.
Gertzen.
Oh yeah.
What's
What's
the
up?
word, bro?
Growth.
I like
Ooh,
that.
Yes,
Growth is
very
good.
true.
Probably because like you said before, we kind of like it's proof that when you do something, all you have to do is just keep doing it, even if it's good or bad, and you're gonna progress doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's nice to see us continue to stick with this, and like not only stick with it, but all of us are gaining skills by doing it. Like,
Yep.
even though you're very good at audio already, I'm sure you've picked up some
No,
thing from editing this podcast.
We all have a repertoire of 50 episodes that can be used as well, maybe you wouldn't want to use them as your show reel, but like, look, I've been doing this. I can do this. We are all capable
Yeah.
of producing and being part of a bigger show. You're 100% right.
Right, yeah. And then like obviously you did thumbnails, Randy, you're doing media. I just show up sometimes.
No. That's not even all of it. Brad, you did some video
I
editing.
made a bunch. Yeah, I made that whole video. too.
Phasmophobia
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That,
Phasm-
that took
I
like
still-
fucking 8 hours. That
Dude,
took
I
forever.
love that video so much.
Yeah, it's so
It's
funny.
still
I'll
on my
save
phone,
that.
and I still go back to it every now and then.
Nice. I still have it saved on my desktop. I don't know what I'm gonna ever do with it, or if I'm gonna finish it, or what it is. But
No, and genuinely, I think like going off of what you're saying, Brad, I think that's the joy, or like that's the beauty of it, is that like we get to practice shit,
just
Yeah,
random
100%.
stuff.
but it's stuff that like when I don't know if you're working, like if you're developing a skill, sometimes it can be really fucking boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's practice something that's like we're kind of passionate about and we actually enjoy doing. You know,
It's not boring.
And
Yeah,
you get
exactly.
and you have a group of people I can just show it off to and be like, "This is what I did," and then
Yeah.
you know what I
And then
mean?
you
It's
get all the
fun to do.
feedback and everything, as opposed to just doing it yourself and then having only yourself to judge it.
precisely.
Right? Yeah.
It's literally that's an interesting comparison. It's like comparative tasting for coffee or wine, or
Yeah.
if you've got a single glass of wine or a single cup of coffee, you can drink it and taste it and sip it and go, well, if it's coffee, right? I think I taste a little bit of citrus. I
Sure.
think. But you take one cup of coffee and then you take another cup of coffee and you're like, oh, this one's sweeter, this one's darker.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with these episodes. If if this was a one and done thing, you'd be like, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But we have 50 episodes to be like, okay, this works, this doesn't work, this was a banger idea, this fucking sucked.
Yeah.
this-
Right. Yeah.
Guys, we used to have like a trivia show at the end of the episodes. You remember this? We had
That
like
was
game
so
shows.
cool.
Yeah,
It's
it was
just-
a fun time, but I
just
just
take way
realized
too
it
much
took too much
effort.
time.
That's fair.
I
Yeah.
remember cinema synonyms.
Yes,
That was
yes,
so
I
fun.
was really proud
That
of
was a
that
really
one.
good one.
I was really proud of that one.
The conditions under which I was introduced to your birth giver.
That's right.
What
How
the
I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, no, honestly, Brad, I think. Sorry, your word was
Growth.
growth.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great word.
Yeah, it's a great word because I don't know, like
It's a great word because I don't know.
no,
No.
we've all grown, man.
Absolutely.
And it's so nice to see that, and we actually have like tangible proof. You know what I mean? Like,
Well-
if we ever need to reference the fact that we
Yeah.
weren't as good as we are now, and I'm not, and like, we're gonna look at this episode in 25 episodes, and we're gonna be like,
And we're gonna
oh
be like,
yeah, we're even better now.
And we're going to be like, that was fucking sick.
Well, even
We're so cool.
like if you took a photo from 3 years ago to
Yep.
us now, we would look so different.
Oh,
And
totally.
Like I've been through probably people's most transformative years throughout this podcast. From
Yeah.
like that 17 to 21 area.
Yeah,
It's like, damn, this thing's been here the whole time.
it's
So, yeah,
fantastic.
growing with the podcast, and then the podcast made us grow a little bit too, and
And-
doing our own things.
That's why I wish we had video, man. Because like,
Yeah.
if we could look back on the first episode and all of us just sitting in here like, wow, you know, like, but we're
Thank
all
God
just
we didn't,
nervous,
but also, yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been sweet.
man.
Man, having video would be really funny because it would incentivize so many different jokes.
Oh,
Totally.
yeah.
Like, you know how fucking funny a editor cam would be?
Oh
like,
yeah,
I could splice it like it cuts and it's like a POV of me.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at I'm like, what the hell are we doing? Episode 2. I'm like,
it's good shit.
The fuck is this?
Yeah.
That reminds me, like, it would be sick if we had cameras in here, but I distinctly remember one time I was borderline falling asleep the entire
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
I was in one to chairs and it was laid flat out.
Yeah, I do
had
remember
the
that.
arm fully extended.
Yeah.
To be fair, that would have been the funniest thing on video.
cut to Noah just
Yeah, no. What do you think about the state of the MCU at the moment?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Just passing out.
what?
what was the question?
Oh,
Yeah.
Randy.
Hey.
You got a word?
I got a word.
What's your word, Rand?
Don't you want to know, weather boy?
I do
No,
wanna
okay,
know,
okay.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know it's a bit of a like obvious word,
My word is shitty.
but like fulfilling. I think like
Yeah.
it's
agree.
in multiple senses in terms of like fulfill. It has fulfilled the goals that I wanted it to from the onset. In that I wanted something, and I know I just said this, but like I wanted something that I could as something that I could throw on a creative resume or something like that, where I'm like, hey, I do this thing, and I'm honing skills so that when in some instance in the future I want to work for somewhere, they're like, hey, do you have, I don't know,
A portfolio?
a portfolio or like,
Do you know how to do a podcast?
do you know
It's
how
a
to
big thing.
coordinate things? And I'm like, yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
I
Ran this
coordinated
podcast for this many episodes.
2 week podcast every 2 week, bi week.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Okay, I just leave.
And
Bye-bye.
that's it.
I've been
Yeah.
thinking about it, and it's like, if someone actually listens to all 50 episodes, they probably know me and us so fucking well.
Absolutely, the lore has been
That's-
filled in, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
That's
is weird to think about.
terrifying.
That
I like it.
any person
Yeah,
on the internet,
tragic.
if they looked, could just figure out all of us.
And it's always funny too, because like Chris texted me the other day, and he was just like, "Oh, thanks for so many shout outs, Rand." I'm like, what do you refer to? I'm like,
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
remember the conversations that I had, but like, I don't know. Like for my mom, like the Travel Tales episode with Jordan,
Mhm.
like she listens to that constantly because it's just a snapshot of a conversation between her two kids.
Yeah,
and she
that's
just really
beautiful.
loves that. So.
Oh,
That's so
wonderful.
cute.
And I'm glad. Like I don't know. Resonating is another good word in that like
Interesting.
it feels like it's resonated. Like obviously, a lot of people associate the show with me because I'm like the guy that puts it on social media.
Mhm.
But like this is our podcast, and I've said that from the beginning.
Right, yeah,
and like
100%.
I know, like Dan and I have had this conversation where it's like, well, kinda, but also like no. At the end of the day, this show doesn't happen
Without all of us.
exactly.
Mhm.
So
Very, very true.
so yeah, fulfilling.
Fulfilling. I like that word.
That's a good one.
Fulfilling. I don't remember. Do you
Dedicated.
Dedicated.
Growth.
Tested. Or
Yeah.
proven.
I love it.
That's it.
Put that
That's
on the
four
box
words.
art.
We have grown. We've been proven. We are very fulfilled.
Yep.
And I forgot yours again already.
Dedicated.
And we're
Dedicated.
so goddamn
So
dedicated.
dedicated to
I'm
remembering Noah's
I'm
word.
not dedicated to remembering your word. I don't know. It's just like it escapes my mind. It's too long.
Yeah. No, you did good. I like it. Great job coming up with words, guys.
Thanks, guys.
You did good, kid.
Good job, guys.
Do you guys want to
Everybody-
react to some of our favorite moments?
I can't
Oh
wait.
my
I'm
I'm
so
excited.
excited for
Yeah.
this. Dan has gracefully put together quite the supercut of our favorite moments. We submitted them.
I got
and,
a bunch of different clips.
yeah.
Clip it up.
Clip
So-
audio.
We're going to listen to that. And I think you won't be able to hear our audio when we're listening to it.
We'll do a clean run through.
Yeah.
We'll be muted. You'll just be hearing, for the audience, you'll be hearing the clip.
Yeah.
There'll be an edit to know that it's been an edit. It won't be a beep. It'll be a static.
Oh, okay.
And then it just cuts to us to.
Sorry, one more time, Noah?
Oh, and then it's gonna cut to us just chatting, just talking about it.
And
Okay.
we can play it back again, and that time
Right.
it'll be both. Because if we played it and then also live reacted to it, it would just be
It's
there'd be
too
there'd
overlapping.
be 8 of us.
Yeah.
There'd be 8 of us. So, it'd be
So Dan, what do we have up first?
we got Brad's clip first.
'Kay.
Yeah.
Brad has a clip. I have a clip. Noah has 2 clips.
Okay.
And Randy has a clip.
Well, I only got
I
one
thought-
clip? I thought I had 2 clips. That's all right.
I only saw 1 clip from you. I
It's all
think.
good.
No, it's all good.
I might have made a couple errors. I don't know.
That's fine.
They're all banger clips.
Well, I'm sure
though.
the other clip I can find super easy. I just bring it up.
So we'll start with Brad's clip, and I will.
Oh, hold on. Can we do a quick shout out to
Yeah.
Cassie for
Oh my gosh!
Oh, yes.
making the list?
Oh my
yeah,
God!
that was
So
fun.
And her doing all her work with the comments and the
Oh my
timestamps.
God.
shout out Kazi.
Shout out to Cassie.
Genuinely, because like it makes it so much easier to go back to episodes and be like, what are some of the funny moments in here? Because like
Yeah.
I can't. Like
You point
obviously
right to
all
them.
of it's funny, but like
we obviously can't
No.
remember every single thing that happens in every single podcast. Like,
Exactly.
it all gets mixed up, and it's like, oh, did that happen in this episode or this episode?
So yeah, if you ever see Cassie's comments in the comments, hit that like button.
Give a
on
like
her.
button.
Give her a little like.
We gotta start favoriting the Junk Monkeys again as a favorite.
Oh, I do that.
Oh,
I do that
good,
as often
good,
as I
good,
can.
good. Yeah.
That's good.
All right.
All right.
You guys want to do clips?
Let's do it.
Listen
So
to the
I
clips.
will. I'll just
Yo, clip that.
Okay. So here is Brad's first clip. I can't remember what it's about, but it's funny and banger, and it's gonna be hilarious.
We'll find out.
Okay. Here we go.
So you
Yeah.
can just find it there. It's got our. Yeah, we kind of are at this point.
We're a big deal.
Turns
3
out,
episodes in, that's when you become like the big shot of podcasts.
Yeah.
You're up there with the great echelon.
Joe Rogan had 2 views on his first one, 4 views on his second one, 3.5
I was
million
gonna
on the
say
third.
like 2 trillion on his next one.
Yeah.
Seriously?
It's insane.
Yeah, Brad.
Absolutely
Seriously, had 2 trillion views.
No, I was at 3.5.
There's not that many people in the world.
I have a lot of alts.
Ah, okay. He got a lot of bots. He bought quite a few.
That's very impressive.
That is very impressive, Joe Rogan.
Man.
Good job.
The
Way to
amount of
go,
times
Joe
that we've
Rogan.
called back to that one bit.
That's why I put
2
it in there.
trillion.
Yeah.
We've brought this up like 7 times.
2
Absolutely.
trillion views.
Yeah,
Really? Is
Brad.
that true? Yeah, Brad. Yeah, 2
Seriously?
trillion views. I knew you meant Randy's 3
Yeah,
million.
that's so
but it's
funny. No, we were just
it was
talking.
just so perfect.
No, it's so funny.
Because you can just hear me like.
Are you real?
Such a guilter. Yeah.
Seriously?
It's insane.
Yeah, Brad.
Absolutely.
He had 2 trillion views, Brad.
Just a
100%.
slow head turn. Yeah, Brad.
That's another moment where it's like, man, I wish we had fucking video.
Yeah,
dude.
that would be funny.
Have you ever thought about how hard video would be to do in here, though?
Absurdly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like a wide.
To get a good camera
A
angle in
wide
here.
could
no.
be okay, but like, you know what we need? An owl. We put an owl nest cam in the center.
Ooh.
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
we
hilarious.
just
They're
get
like,
one of those like 360.
that's what that is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
we
Yeah.
attach one to each of us.
GoPros.
Yeah.
So
That'd
you
be
get the-
so. That'd be a
POV podcast.
pain in the ass.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Everyone has a head-mounted GoPro, and it's just video
Whoever's
from whoever you're
talking.
looking at.
Yeah.
That was POV.
That's a really fucking funny idea, though.
That's
funny,
so
yeah.
expensive. We
My
can't do
POV from the one episode when I'm sleeping is just a ceiling.
It just cuts to his POV every once in a while.
Yeah.
Just completely. There's just like some weird meta stuff where it like cuts to like Brad, and he's just like outside.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait a minute.
Brad, what do you think about that? Just outside.
He's in his car.
Guys, he's driving home.
just going through a drive-through.
Yeah, can I get 6 orders of fries?
Brad, you sent me the wrong file, bro.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, good pick, Brad. I like that one a lot.
Great clip. I'm sorry if you had another clip. I must have missed it.
It's all
I'm
good.
sorry.
That's so.
I
early
think it was
on.
just the very first
It was the
episode, our very first
episode
intro. Yeah.
It was just to be like, hell yeah. we
Oh,
did
word.
that.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cheesy.
I did listen back to it, and I was like, man, we swore immediately on
Oh,
this
yeah,
podcast.
sure did.
And we dropped the F-bomb.
To be fair, the whole like don't swear in the beginning came
Yeah.
pretty late.
It did very late.
We
It was
were
just
into-
more of a,
into
like,
the 40s before that happened. I think.
yeah.
We just yapped.
Yeah, we just yapped.
Yeah.
the first 30.
The
First
first 30 bled pretty heavily into the episode.
Exactly.
Now we're real conscious about it.
Yeah, we're quite professional now. I appreciated
Well-
the bleeps on the most recent episode.
Yeah.
that was good.
We swear a lot.
Dan's gonna
Oh,
have,
yeah.
Dan's gonna have a fucking field day with it, and I did.
It makes it so much funnier sometimes,
It
man.
was so
Sometimes a
good.
good, like a well-timed beep is just very funny.
That's
Well,
funny.
there's like not theory, but there's like a little bit of thought that goes into the beeps because you don't just beep the whole word.
Yeah.
You want to get the
You
The
want them to
first
know what they're
sound.
saying.
and then
Yeah.
a little bit of the K at the end, so it's like right?
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
beep.
Yeah.
And
It's like, well, we know what the word is.
But it's funny. It's funny.
because if you bleep the whole word, it's just like, oh, this is for like babies. This
Yeah.
content. But if you like let them hear a little bit of it,
We should have had a like a segment called Best Dan Intro, where like the best intro that Dan made for the show.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of my favorites, obviously, like the most recent one was really funny on the working out episode, but the me announcing the new name, but like yeah, it was basically like, guys, we're so excited, we're finally here to announce that our name is now. You guys are like, Rand, we can't do that.
We were like, okay, we got to do this when he's talking about it. I regularly go back because I'm conceited. I regularly go back and I listen to. Yeah, I'm looking at the new name right now. Yeah, how many letters? 58. I just think that's. I know I said it, but I think it's so fucking funny.
Honestly, be proud of like the moments that are funny, man. Like even if they're yours. I don't think that's a conceited thing.
58.
It's a really long name. It's like it's so beep beep beep. It's so long.
What's our next clip, Dan?
We got my clip. It's your intro from the last episode.
Oh, perfect. Because I'm glad
know,
we referenced it.
You were talking about recency bias, maybe, but I just had. Part of it is I had so much fun making that edit.
Right.
And if you've listened to the last episode, you'll be familiar with it. But this is my
so fucking.
It's
funny.
great. This
So
is
good.
my clip, and it's Randy's intro. Here we go.
Welcome back to another episode of the Junk Monkeys podcast, your bi-weekly damn it!
Cut.
Man.
Damn it!
Randy, what's going on?
Listen, man, it's been a tough week.
I sent you 3 texts about getting the intro right.
I know. I'm working on
Hey,
it.
if you could just not mess up your script, that'd be great.
If you could lock in for a second, please. God, you amateur. Welcome back to
I was out for you.
That's out of pocket, bro. Absolutely not. Oh man, Dan's gonna have a fucking like a gold mine of things to play around with for this intro.
He loves this.
Yeah. Welcome. All right, I'm locking in. Here we go. Welcome back to the Junk Monkeys podcast, your bi-weekly. Fuck! Why can't I do this?
I don't know, Red. Maybe Noah should try today.
Welcome back to the Junk Monkeys podcast, your bi-weekly connection through conversation. It took us 12 tries to get that.
Yes!
We got there eventually.
Yeah, boys.
We got there in the end.
Oh man,
Holy.
fucking Brad's hype at the end sends me every time, and he did it so well at the moment.
Here, let's hear it again.
Yeah. Bi-weekly connection through conversation. It took us 12 tries to get that.
Yes!
We got there eventually.
Boys. It was really good too because Brad just like he hit his mic, like put his mic away from him, like he knew he was gonna peek the mic,
Yeah,
but he
like,
was just
fuck.
like, it's worth it. It's worth it.
I was like, I gotta yell right now.
Dan, that is some of your finest work.
Thank you.
Genuinely, it's
That was
so fucking
so
funny.
fun.
Speaking of well-timed beeps,
Yeah.
some good ones in there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just to go back to it, I'm gonna play the clip real quick for the audience at home.
If you could lock in.
No, not there. You can lock in, Randy, please.
You could figure it out already.
That was so
Dude.
funny.
Randy, what's going on?
When Brad like I make up this idea that Brad calls me an amateur.
Yeah, right.
It's so
That's
funny.
out of pocket, bro.
Oh man.
I want to find the third one where you go, welcome, and then you just start dying.
immediately.
Here, I'm going to play it for the audience.
And like a gold mine of things to play.
I think it's
around with
right here.
this intro.
He loves this.
Yeah. Welcome.
You don't even.
I couldn't even say welcome.
You don't even get through the word welcome.
Oh,
You're like,
man.
welcome.
It's the wheeze. I love a good wheeze.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
I
that was a great time.
loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's just that might be that and what? Sorry, what did you mention? I have like
Oh, it was the
I have goopy brain right now.
Shit, what was it? It was us announcing like what the new name was.
Right?
gonna be.
Yeah. That one is. I would definitely pick that as like my second favorite, but
I
this
think-
one was so fun.
Like to give even more flowers, I feel like this is the episode where we're just giving everybody flowers. Dan, I really appreciate when you kind of like took me aside and was like, here, like try this for the intro. Like try this cadence for the intro.
Right.
And I've stuck with it since because I really, really like it in terms of like.
It works so well.
Yeah, it's a quick preamble and then into music and then we fade back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
And,
sounds great.
and it's a little bit more casual because instead of being like music and then back in, it's like, okay, on this episode, recently we've all been like, it'll fade back in slowly, and you'll hear us
Yeah.
coming up, and we're like laughing about something.
Oh,
at the time.
man.
And it just like sends an aura of like casual,
Exactly.
warm, friendly.
Let's hang out.
Which we are not.
We're
Unprofessional.
pieces of shit.
Yeah.
We fucking hate everybody.
Whoa,
Jesus.
Jesus,
Just
Brad.
kidding, guys.
I couldn't get the intro right because I was so fucking angry at the audience the whole time.
No. We were
Brad.
Brad and I were fucking with Randy
Oh,
for,
so
for
hard.
that intro so hard.
It was so
Yes,
funny.
Part
it
of
was
me is sad I
hilarious.
wasn't there to like see it.
Oh man, I wish you were. It was so funny.
Can you imagine me on the gym episode? Dan, what do you think? I don't fucking go to the gym. Look at me. What do you think? That's so funny.
What do we got next?
We got Noah. Noah has 2 clips. And I think the second clip is pretty long. Randy's clip is long.
The longest, yeah.
We're saving that till the end. So,
Yep.
so we got Noah's first clip. One of them is elevator, and one of them is something else I can't remember. So we'll see what the first one is.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm in the middle of 2. I'm thinking. I was really thinking about Dune Part 2, but you took it. So I mean, what am I gonna do?
You're welcome.
I might throw a little curveball out here and try out Madame Web.
Brad.
oh.
what?
Okay.
Is that a terrible
don't,
idea?
Don't say anything. Don't.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I
You put
don't-
it in. You're locked in. You're locked in.
I'm
You
just
spoke
saying.
it
Have you
into
seen a trailer for
existence.
this?
No, I haven't watched the trailer. I just read
Okay.
up on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it look really bad? How bad
Brad,
does it
Brad,
look?
what score are you gonna give it?
Oh no.
What are you giving it?
No, I'm not thinking again. Oh no, I'm sticking with it now. I'll give it a.
No, I wouldn't go that
No,
low.
no,
I
no,
wouldn't
no,
go that
no,
low.
Okay, okay.
Have some faith. Have some faith.
Have some faith.
68.
Okay. Now that you're locked in, Brad, you just sewered yourself over.
Is it that bad?
This movie looks like dog shit.
Oh no.
It looks so bad.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's my fault for not making a list very far.
Yeah,
in
honestly,
advance.
that's on you. But
Oh,
at the
what
same
was,
time,
what was the first year that Harry Potter movie you picked?
Fucking
oh,
Fantastic,
Fantastic
Beasts 3.
Beasts.
It's a repeat.
Yeah.
Man. I got my first now. I gotta tank myself.
Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
gosh.
I love that it happened a second time.
Yeah, that was this year.
That was this year.
Yeah. Madam Web was this
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
Nobody watched it though.
No.
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 Yeah.
That was funny.
I'm pulling up
'cause
the Metacritic right now.
Brad rolled up and he was like, I'd sent out the script earlier and he was just like, and we were like, oh, so do you guys have your picks? And Brad's like, we were supposed to have picks. I was like, yeah, it was in the script. And he was like, oh, okay, I kind of skimmed through that.
Randy and I both got our notes. We got
Yeah.
our first or second picks.
We have our
just in case
reasoning, our
somebody-
logic behind
somebody took
choosing
some.
everything.
Just talking shit out there.
Yeah, Dan, what's the
Oh, it's
Metacritic for
gotta-
Madam Web?
What do you think it is?
At 32.
Okay, strike one.
I think it's down to like 18 or something.
No,
No.
that's too low.
Too
For
low?
redemption. For redemption.
It's 26.
I was gonna say 27.
Damn. Damn.
I mean, I was gonna say 26.
That's fair.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, you were going to get it
I was
right
gonna
on.
say it right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Brad, if you had
Yeah.
if you had stuck with your 20%
That's what I
evaluation
was
at the
saying.
start,
Randy-
Point. We
Randy
really
sewered me
led you
more.
astray.
I was
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
I was saying like you guys were like he was going like 20. You guys were like no.
No,
I was
come
like
on,
you should have let him, man.
it's
Yeah.
a Spider-Man movie. It's got to do
It's gotta
something.
be at some
Yeah.
point good.
No.
Yeah.
When the clip was playing, I was asking Rand if he'd seen Spider-Man Lotus.
No.
You guys have heard about that?
Mm-mm.
I've heard controversial stuff.
There was
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple things about
It's
it.
it's like a fan film,
Yeah.
and then like something about like one of the directors or whatever is like not a good guy.
Yeah.
And then also it's just it's just like dog ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna ask that.
Moving on.
All right, want to go to Noah's next clip?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, banging. This is the elevator clip, and
Oh.
I totally forgot about it
This
because I
is
wasn't
from
on.
so early on.
But
Yeah.
listening back to it, I was like fucking dying.
This is a good one.
Such a good clip. Okay, here we go.
I feel like no. Okay, hold on. Elevators.
Yeah.
Elevators need more rules.
Yeah.
if somebody just like puts on the emergency stop and there's like actually no emergency, first off, they should be charged with something.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Second of all, I feel like that opens up a PvP area where you can just deck it out until authorities arrive.
It's a
Like-
lawless wasteland.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's nobody in there to stop you.
Mhm.
There's no like, oh, you're gonna click the emergency. I'm gonna make an emergency.
Oh my.
There's gonna be an emergency now.
We need a reason for them to show up.
This is making me scared about elevators. I never thought about them. in this
It's
way.
too much power.
awkward would it
Just
be if
like-
you kick the shit out of someone for 10 minutes and you gotta wait another hour while the police come?
Yeah, you pick up the emergency phone and you're just like, hey, yo, can you guys like hurry up? Like, this guy's not doing well.
It's
Like,
like
he's like recovering, so he's like kind of waking up, but you're kind of not mad at him anymore.
I feel like it's gonna have like the same rules as like any like boss fight where you have an NPC that can't die,
Right.
but like they'll go down. So it's like, oh, you gotta res me, but then like you know that eventually they're just gonna get back up.
Yeah.
So like they'll get back up, and then the boss just wallops them again.
Exactly.
It's just that for 10 minutes until authorities arrive. And it's like, what happened? He fell.
Imagine you're a bystander. What do? There's 3 people in the elevator.
Oh no,
Get into a
you got.
fight.
I think
If
the
there's-
I
if
think the
there's 3
elevator's too enclosed to be a bystander. You're not allowed to just stand back and be like,
Take a side.
You're telling me there's 3 people? That sounds like there's 2 enemies in there.
All right.
Fuck me, referee, for sure.
You can't ref that.
yeah, like somebody hits the emergency button. It's like, I call referee. I call.
Dibs.
No.
He pulls out a whistle from his bag. All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
There's stools in here.
He's got the lights.
Oh my God! Where did he get the ladder?
You know that emergency box on the panels? There's just a chair in there.
He just opens it up.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
God.
What a
Damn.
Noah,
You're fucking funny.
I was
dude.
about
Oh
to
my
say,
God.
no, you're
that.
fucking funny, man. Like,
I love that
Mike's
episode
Mike's
so
comment
much.
about you kicked the shit out of him for like 10 minutes, but then you were there for another hour.
You're not really mad at him anymore.
It's
It's
great.
kind of weird hearing Mike's voice.
I was
again,
about to
wasn't
say,
it?
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, we were listening back to that, and I audibly was like, oh shit, Mike.
I looked to Randy and I went, Mike's in there.
I love that episode so much because we talked about that, and that was just hilarious on its own.
I know where this is going.
And then I think there was also Bernie Sanders and
versus
Boris Johnson.
Johnson.
There was
yeah, we did
another
do that.
fight.
Yeah,
And then
was a good one.
Moon Knight and Wendy's at some point.
yeah, we were talking about Wendy's breakfast.
That has to be, in my opinion, that's one of the most like off the rails thumbnail
Unhinged.
I made.
Yeah, they're like on top of the Wendy's with like or like
Yeah.
boxing gloves on.
They got boxing gloves on. Moon
Moon
Knight's
Knight's on top of the fucking Wendy's.
that was an unhinged one.
Yeah,
There was.
we had a
I
good
thought,
time.
episode,
I thought it
though.
fit super well.
Yeah.
No, that was a great clip. Genuinely, like,
Yeah, I like that one.
I kind of wanted to go back to that episode and like just listen to it again because I feel like a lot of these episodes really like. Considering we've been doing this for 3 years, you can go back and just like, oh, I forgot about this conversation.
I think
Oh,
that was
I'll absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
that was our first just chatting.
that was our
episode.
first just
Yeah.
chatting, yeah. And what a way to start! what a way to
What a
start!
bang.
Holy.
It's a great time. Dan, what do we have left?
All right, we'll move on to our last clip, and we've saved the best for last. This is Randy's clip.
Oh man, I wish you could hear me laughing to this again.
Well, we
so
we
confusing.
can.
I mean, we can, but like, I don't want to like.
You wish you could experience it again for the first
Yeah,
time?
I do.
Wow. You get to experience our reactions to it. This is from Hat Questions 2.
Yes, number 2.
And this is the mayo
Jar of Alfredo.
jar of Alfredo. Mayo?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I talking
Wrong
about?
white substance,
Yeah,
brother.
it's
Wrong
fine.
Sorry,
white
I'm
substance.
hungry.
Wrong
This,
white sauce.
this is the Alfredo electric chair.
This is like
boba
4
straw.
minutes, but it's so
Holy
worth
It,
it.
it is 4. It's 4 straight minutes
It sure
of
is.
us being the funny. I think
This is
think
where we peak.
Sandra and I have talked about this before. At some point during a day, any given 24 hours, someone makes the funniest joke in the world for that day. I think we did it that
We
day.
got
think
we
that was
claimed
the
the spot. We, claimed
we
the
were
title.
definitely that day.
Oh, I can't wait to relive this.
So this is Randy. My favorite part is Randy's fucking laugh, dude.
Oh,
Because
dude.
he's just like,
This is what-
he
this
can't
is-
breathe.
yeah.
Like, all right,
Right.
here is the getting killed Alfredo boba bit. I don't know. Probably just like Alfredo. It's my favorite food.
The sauce?
Just the sauce.
Just the sauce.
Just the sauce.
Hey, oh,
You know what I'm fucking talking about.
Just a jar of ragu.
I just want.
Oh, you nasty ass bastard.
Faded.
You're in the electric chair and you shit yourself because you ate a jar of fucking Alfredo.
That's
You're gonna have to clean that shit up.
That's a sentence I didn't know I needed. Oh my god! And they asked me what my last words are, and I'm like, "Y'all want to see my pigeon impersonation?"
That's terrible.
That's a smart idea, though.
No.
That's fucking funny. God damn.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, look at the wait for
That was
it.
the exact moment.
We know where the pigeon joke came out. You shit yourself because you ate a jar of ragu Alfredo sauce. Just not it. No. Are you good?
It's just really funny. So they bring you a jar. You just slurping that shit down. And
They bring it out on a plate.
These motherfuckers don't even know.
Bowl.
No, they bring it out on a plate, and you're like struggling to open it until one of the guards comes over and opens it for you.
In light of being executed,
Really
like
bad.
that. Holy shit!
Really fucked
They
up.
give you a spoon.
They give you a fork. Fuck you. Fuck you, idiot.
They give you a straw.
Have fun. That's what I
What
was
you get
thinking.
for ordering Alfredo, you dumbass.
I wanted pasta and chicken. Well, you didn't say chicken fettuccine Alfredo, now did you? Well, you know what I meant. God damn it.
That's really
Dude,
good.
I would just be like, just take me right now. Just kill me right now. Holy fuck, I don't want it. Dude, Randy's crying. Holy shit.
Just be like, I'd rather die than eat this shit. And it's like, well, we can arrange that.
Hey, man.
Wow, you're in luck.
Kind of our specialty.
Oh my god, that's fucking
Oh,
funny.
man. Sorry.
I'm
That's going to
so-
be, that might be like the clip that we pull from this episode.
I'm so glad I took another question. God damn. All right, you're good now. Unless
Okay.
anyone else wants to answer.
No,
What's
did
your
you have
last?
one?
Nope.
All right.
Brad, no.
You can't top that,
No,
right?
you
Like,
can't. You cannot
No,
top
probably
a
shouldn't.
jar of ragu Alfredo.
shit yourself while getting executed.
You want to see my pigeon impression?
It was a good joke, wasn't it?
It's a very good
Brad is patiently waiting.
No, I'm enjoying this.
It's like my turn, guys. Come on, stop laughing about pigeon and Alfredo. Fucking getting killed. God, think about that, like a boba straw, like a thick one. And just,
No, not a boba straw.
oh, Brad is like
That's
turning.
gross, dude.
Brad is like turning.
The
away.
boba straw?
Yeah, like a thick one.
No.
And you're like, holy
Dude.
shit, Randy.
Oh, that's gross, man.
He pulls the fucking lever to kill you, and you just everywhere. It's just fucking white.
If you want to get back at the guards, that's a good way. Just fuck up Alfredo sauce before you get executed.
Just fucking muck it all up.
Just muck that shit up.
Muck it up and then get faded on the chair.
Alright, theoretically, how many jars of Alfredo sauce do you think you could get down?
As many as before they stop
Brad,
me.
I take one sip and I'm done. That's how I get executed.
Randy dies in the
Dies.
cafeteria.
If
They
it was-
take you to the cafeteria. They
if I-
take you to the pantry and they're like, okay, take your pick. It's jarred sauce.
Oh, I want the gushers.
They bring me a fucking. All they would have to do, they wouldn't have to take me to an electric chair. They'd bring me a
want
glass
ice
of
cream.
milk.
Just
I die.
Holy shit. I
Sorry,
can't
I'm-
explain to you how hard Randy was
I'm
dying.
gonna compose myself.
Do you think they put it in a Slurpee cup for you?
No, it's
And they-
just
they
it's
give
just
you-
in the jar.
They give you one of those the straws. It's a straw and a spoon, and you just
So you can get it all out. That
yeah,
makes so
you
much-
you
don't
slurp
wanna-
it up and then you like
sure.
spoon it up.
You don't want to miss any Alfredo sauce. So
No, of course not. It's your
No,
last
it's
meal.
Your last meal. You gotta go with it.
I'm gonna savor that.
Holy
Man.
shit!
What episode was that from? That
Hat-
was Hat
Hat
Questions,
Questions
too.
Questions too.
Holy
For the
The
audience-
question
Wow.
was like, what would you want your last meal to be?
Yeah.
And Dan was very much just like, obviously like Alfredo, like chicken Alfredo.
I said at the start. I go, I don't know, probably Alfredo.
Yeah.
And then who was it? Was like
Noah.
just the sauce.
just the sauce. Just the sauce.
You know what
Straight
I
Alfredo.
meant.
Oh man.
For the audience at home, when we were, because we just live listened to that, we were all just crying.
Oh,
Like,
my
God.
God.
a boba straw.
It just progresses
yeah,
so
like a thick
well.
one. No.
Oh,
There's so many
I don't
clippable
think
moments in that clip. by
Yeah,
itself.
yeah, totally.
I don't think I've ever made that voice ever again. And I don't think I
And
will.
that's why I remember it so
No.
much. Like genuinely, I think that's the funniest part is when you're like, no, it's so gross.
The nasty ass bastard.
Oh,
The
my
sheer
God.
disgust in Brad's voice
Oh,
when we said that.
It's so funny.
At the end, I think that an underrated joke in there is when I'm like, they bring you a straw that's like a straw and a spoon, and Brad's like, so you can get it all out. Like he had stumbled upon
Yeah.
some magnificent idea.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't
Like
want to
I
miss
never-
any. It's your last meal.
Like
Brad-
I never thought that's what they were used for. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I thought you just use them as straws.
Or when Brad's just like, how many jars do you think you can take down before you go into
Brad,
it?
I take one
fucking
sip
and I'm done.
As
That's
many
how
as
they
let
kill
you
me.
before
They bring me a
stop
glass
you.
of
I like
milk.
that joke.
So funny.
That is that our funniest bit for the whole show?
Oh,
Like
that's
all
gotta
episodes?
be.
I think so. I think we were all just firing on all
Yeah,
cylinders.
just
We were all-
bangers
It's
after
either,
bangers.
it's either that or we were all very tired.
At the very least, the hardest we've laughed in the booth.
Oh, 100%.
And genuinely, Noah, like jumping off of that, I was listening back to some other episodes, and we used to have to record this pretty late into the day because like
Yeah.
we would like you and I would have our shifts like not line up or whatever, and like I'd finish work at 9:30 and be like, all right, we have to get a recording
we have
in.
to do this.
So there are some episodes where we started off with like, guys, it is late.
It is
and,
like
we
10
are getting into
o'clock.
fever dream territory. Like, oh my god, some of it's so fucking
Fever dream.
funny. Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is really funny.
Um,
This podcast is just one giant fever dream. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the stories you were telling about, like, who was telling about the Static Man? It was you, right?
No, it was me.
Randy.
Randy.
Reminds me of the
Randy goes
Static
through
Man.
with-
I think about that
I
sometimes.
don't even remember
running with
which
the-
episode.
No,
that's
it
from.
wasn't the stat. It was the Hat Man, wasn't it?
No, it was the
It was the
Static Man.
Static
Static
I
Man.
don't
Just-
remember the Static Man.
Just grab a remote and change the channel.
Mike, it's
and I
not
was turning it down. It's
working.
not doing anything. Or your wave dream, right?
Oh no,
That was also
when
me.
I got shrunk
Oh, I
down
keep
to like the size
thinking-
of dust or something.
Yeah, something like that.
we talk about dreams on this?
Yeah, we talk about nightmares.
I can't remember
Oh,
which
wow.
episode it was,
I can't
but
Me
remember
neither.
what it was either.
like, yeah, we were talking about nightmares, and I was talking about like the Static Man, who was my recurring nightmare.
Right, yeah.
I remember just during that I was just laughing.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
No, it is very funny looking back, but at the time, terrifying.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
then-
Medicated nightmares are just on a different level.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like drugs. I was like,
No,
well, I'm
no.
high and I
no, like
No, yeah.
sickness meds.
Yeah.
And then
when you
you
down
go
like
to
half a
sleep,
bottle of NyQuil.
Totally.
and then you go see the Static Man.
The Static Man comes.
You don't want to see the Static Man. You don't want to see him. Guys, thanks for laughing along to those. We're gonna take a quick break
I think it's a wonderful idea.
to compose ourselves
Mhm.
and to hear a fun little conversation that Dan and I had with the other founding member of the Junk Monkeys podcast.
The podcast of the Junk Monkeys.
Michael Gertzen.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest
See
in
you
peace.
I'm going home, so
See you.
Yes,
See you
I can
guys.
see you later.
Mike, can you remember talking to Dan? Because I brought this up in the podcast itself, but do you remember talking to Dan about like bringing up the idea of the podcast? Because Dan came to me when we were having breakfast, and he was like, "Hey, Mike mentioned to me that you guys wanted to do a podcast."
That was so long ago.
I know, I understand. I'm just wondering if there's any like formative moments for you when you're trying to like think about the podcast and like, I don't know. I feel like the discussion just came from, I don't know, you, me, Brad, Noah, and we were just like playing Apex or something, and we were just, or maybe it was even PV talk, where we were just talking
I think
about
that's
like,
what
oh
it
man,
was.
yeah, we were
Yeah,
like,
we
we want a podcast about warehouse talk. Sorry, Mike, go.
Yeah, because like the whole thing at PV Mart was you'd do your work and then we'd sit in the back and we'd talk about like video games for 4 hours until it was time to leave.
Yeah.
And we'd sit there and play video games for 4 hours until it was time to sleep because goddamn, there's a clopin and I have to be up at 7
A
a.m.
classic clopin.
So
What is
we
that?
put like,
oh,
don't know what a
Damn.
clopin is?
Mike, why don't you explain what a
Is it
clopin
a
is?
closing
it's-
opening?
Yes. So you
You
close
nailed
the
it.
store and open the store.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds terrible.
So you go home at like 9 or 10 on some, depending on the year, and then you wake up and go to work for 7:30.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
And
we
someone
would still
scheduled
game-
that,
We would still
but-
game sometimes. We would still be like, "Ah,
would
man,
sneak
we
an
gotta
hour
get a
in."
couple games in."
Yeah.
You always got to get that in there.
So I think the podcast just came from us spending so much time talking with each other, enjoying it so much. We're like, you know what? We could do this professionally. I think we could give this a shot just because we entertained ourselves so much and talked about it amongst ourselves so much that we're pretty knowledgeable in
Mhm.
all of the gaming subjects. And so we started there in movies, and then it kind of just fruitioned into whatever it is today. Variety.
Absolutely. I like that. And it definitely like encapsulates the spirit of the show in that like I from the get-go, I feel like it's always just been candid conversations that like always have like little nuggets in there that are worth talking about, but a lot of times it's just it's yapping. I feel like we started yapping before yapping began, you know.
Oh, we were the OG yaps.
Yeah.
Yapaholics.
Fluent in Japanese.
Yes.
I mean, that was I mentioned that in this perspective last night when we were doing the recording. I mentioned that that's one of the things that we're really good at. Not yapping. Well, we're really good at that, but we're really good at taking ideas and running with them and iterating on them and keeping the conversation flowing. And we also improved on that as we were going through the podcast, because like I said the other night, we can just bounce idea to idea to idea without losing the like relevancy of the original conversation, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So we get sidetracked, is what you're saying.
We
That's
get
also a great part.
We get sidetracked, but without like getting too sidetracked. Just the right amount of sidetracked, I feel.
You always got to have side quests, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Imagine
think,
just
like-
doing the main quest. Ugh, cringe.
Ew.
Gross.
Yeah, no, it's very much I remember I got a DM once about like, hey, do you have a script for the show or do you just like run this off the dome? And I'm like, we have a general outline, but it's never been about like, hey, we need to hit exactly these points in exactly this order.
No, of
Because
course
like that's not how conversation works, you know, and I think that's what's fun about the podcast is that we've become I wouldn't say experts, but we're well versed in good conversations now, quality conversations.
Oh yeah. I mean, we did try to structure it a bit for the first couple of episodes, and they never worked out well enough to
No.
where we were actually enjoying it enough, and we just kind of evolved it more into floaty canyon. There's a broad topic, and let's just see where it takes us kind of deal.
Yeah. I think that's
So-
where the magic happens, you know.
There was
The
definitely
magic.
there was definitely a turning point when the podcast branched out from being just media and entertainment to more of a variety lifestyle
Mhm.
podcast. When we introduced different segments that have been recurring, when we introduced just chatting, when we introduced hat questions, those all when we with music, that was an early one. They felt all of those individual like shows in air quotes that became recurring segments felt like milestones. And I think all of them were good for the podcast because they all continue to either do well or be things or topics that we are interested in actually talking about, which is the most important thing.
Yeah. And genuinely, whenever we would have conversations or like we would do the podcast episodes, my measure for if I think it's a good episode is if I'm myself, if I'm having a good time talking in the conversation.
Yeah.
If we're having a good time, then the audience is probably having a good time listening. And I think that's shown in a lot of people, as we heard from Mary, you know.
Yeah. It's just a lot more genuine when you talk about something you're actually interested in or knowledgeable about or just want to be talking about, because then you want to be part of the conversation and the audience knows that. They can feel it. It's very obvious. You know when someone's like faking it in a conversation, you know? It's very easy
Yep.
to tell.
Mike, quick question for you.
Shoot.
Do you, and like this might be take this however you want, but like do you miss doing the podcast? Like you can answer any way you want, but
I think I do. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain because I haven't spent much time with you guys much as of recent. So just
Yeah,
getting
you-
to see and
you
talk
did do-
talk to you guys is kind of a minimum, much less just the podcast itself.
yeah.
So I enjoyed it when I was there, but now that I'm out doing my own thing, I don't know. I could definitely do one again. It would just be hard to get back into the schedule and getting used to talking online all the time.
Absolutely.
true,
Live
yes.
on air.
Yeah.
Gotta pronunciate, which I do not like doing
For our
sometimes.
That's
millions of viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a large audience.
Oh yeah.
Yes. All gazillion of them.
Yes.
Two
I don't know if you
2
heard
trillion.
about Joe Rogan.
Yeah. We will we will defeat him.
Yes,
You heard
one
the
day.
words.
I hope so.
That's
Holy
us.
fuck.
Defeat him in combat or like
Yeah.
I don't know if I could defeat that guy in anything except
mean,
maybe
if-
hair on my head.
Ooh,
Got his
ooh,
ass.
you hear that, Joe? You hear that, Joe? Take
Watch
that.
Joe get plugs in turkey.
I don't know
Just
what
to
that
be-
means.
Plugs are like hair installation. So
Oh, hair
you can
installation.
go to Turkey and get you basically get new hair.
Oh,
Something we don't have to worry about because we're
No,
not Joe.
Not yet.
I certainly don't.
Poor Joe.
Yeah, you certainly don't.
For the audience at home,
Um,
I have very long hair.
Mike, before we wrap up here, I just wanted to. Well, there's a part in the episode if you happen to take a listen to this one, that I kind of give people their flowers, and I don't think, I won't lie, I don't think that the show would have happened without you kind of backing me up on it, if that makes sense. Like, I think that the show I would have had, or like we all collectively had the idea, but I would have had the structure, but it would have been you being like, it was you kind of like, almost like, how do I put this? You
Pushing for it?
reinforced the vote, you pushed for it. And I think like the fact that you were kind of like on board and just ready to give something a shot, I don't think the podcast could have started the way it did or continued as it is now without that kind of like initial backing. So I kind of wanted to shout that out. Say thank you. You the homie. Appreciate it.
No problem. A little fact. It's not that I don't want to listen to the podcast.
No.
I simply do not like people talking about me. And if I hear you guys talking about me on podcasts, I get really like secondhand embarrassed, and or you say really nice things about me, and I just have to stop the podcast.
That's fair.
So it's not.
Completely
I
understand.
just yeah. So and the point that you guys are doing without me, I think, kind of comes into fruition a bit when I listen. But I know you guys are doing a great job. So and I'm happy I could have been a part of it for the amount I am. And who knows, maybe I'll be back for another secret special episode where I run things and it all goes plummeting
Oh my God,
into the
I would
ground.
love that.
And then we get millions of views.
Yeah, it's like, damn it, Mike was the secret sauce.
Mary two views, one from Mary and a petty one from Cassie.
And one from my mother.
Oh, we get that one too. At least three.
At
Where
least
it all
three.
began.
Cool. Dan, do you have any closing remarks?
I don't think so.
Cool. Mike?
Watch the podcast more. Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your
It's
friends.
a good time, even without me. Don't
Tell
worry.
your mother.
It's
Tell your
fine.
mother.
Post about it on Facebook.
Oh, big Facebook audience. You should
Yeah,
start
Facebook
seeing
audience.
if they have
That's where most of our views
They're
come
posting
from.
them on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
Relations.
thank you so much for joining us, Mike, as always. And I guess we'll throw it back to the guys in the booth.
Whoa, those idiots.
Whoa.
I hate
Who
them.
needs a booth?
Hey, we're back. Thank you, Mike, for
Whoa.
joining us on that fun little
We love you,
excursion.
Mike. Rest
We
in
miss
peace.
you.
From the
Came down, came down from heaven to bless us with his presence, and now he's going back to the great beyond.
And back up. Guys, really quick.
What?
What's your favorite Noah thumbnail? I
Oh,
know we kind
man.
of talked about this earlier in the podcast, but
We're all looking at our
everybody's
phones
like
right
looking at their phones right now.
now.
But like, genuinely, one of my favorites. I think it was around the time you started splicing our faces onto the thumbnail. It's when I think it's the sports episode.
Right.
It's so fucking funny to see like just our stupid faces on these like
Yeah, Randy.
Masculine
He's like,
athlete.
yeah. Oh my god, it's so funny. Is that genuinely, Noah? Anytime you make a thumbnail with our faces on it and we're not supposed to be on those bodies, like it's so
It's
funny.
so much
It's-
fun, but like I could streamline it so easily. Every time I do that, I have to take the original photo and like remove the background and then go in
why do you do that? Why don't you just save?
because I always forget
PNGs.
to.
Yeah,
I always
fair.
forget to.
Dude, it takes 5 minutes.
Nah, I'm with him.
I'm looking at the. I just shot Randy a look. I'm
No.
looking at the sports one
Sports
right
one
now.
is very good.
Noah, I can almost see like that being like if I'm looking, if you're right at my index finger, if you're looking at it from afar,
Yeah.
Noah the hockey player,
That could be him.
Kind of looks like almost real. Same thing with Brad. Like I can see that, but Randy's is just like it's like
The
rotated.
coloring is wrong.
Noah, I gotta
The
get you like
lighting.
updated photos because you keep using the one where I'm like in low lighting and like it doesn't fit with any photo, but it
That's
makes it
not
that much
true.
funnier.
It's so funny.
4 episodes after that, I have you on Chef Gordon Ramsay's
Oh,
body.
that's a fantastic one.
That's
that
a bang.
one,
that's
that
a
one
bang
worked
one.
really,
It
really
does.
well.
I'm looking at it right
The
now.
lighting lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
And then there's Brad as Ratatouille.
That
one-
was my. I was gonna pick that one as my favorite, as me as the Ratatouille.
It is very funny. I like
I
that
didn't
one a
even
lot.
see that. It's so tiny.
Yeah.
I know.
The one before that, where God of War and Black Panther thoughts,
Mm.
you guys are just chilling next to Kratos. Like, what the fuck are you doing
Hanging
there?
around.
So
Yeah.
that was your
That's mine.
favorite one. Which
Yeah.
one? Sorry, the sports one.
Sports one,
Sports one. That's a banger one. Oh man.
Oh, the cooking one is good though.
yeah.
The cookie-
Yeah. Right. You look like you're like swole.
Yeah, I look
Like,
swole.
that's Gordon Ramsay,
I think so.
right?
Yeah, it's either
Could be.
Gordon Ramsay or
Jamie Oliver.
Jamie Oliver, one of the two.
Dickhead.
And Brad just chilling down there. Dickhead.
I don't like Jamie Oliver.
What is that?
I don't know.
I
He just had a.
Jamie Oliver.
He used to have a commercial like on radio that would always be like, "Hi guys, Jamie Oliver here."
Yeah, he
And I'd
did.
be like,
Yep.
"Shut up, Jamie."
Shut the
God.
fuck up. We're
Anyway.
not friends anymore, Jamie.
God, friendship over.
Friends off.
Gordon Ramsay is my friend now. No, Marco Pierre White, man.
Mm.
He was like Ramsay's like teacher, and he's got that one video where he makes soup really, really well.
I don't think I've seen that.
He's like
really-
making rustic vegetable soup.
I love watching Gordon Ramsay cook.
Yeah.
At any point in time.
I like watching Gordon Ramsay cook. I don't like
Him
the
yelling at
athletic.
people.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
actually we're getting kind of off topic,
Yeah,
but
go for it.
there's There's American Gordon Ramsay and there's
Right.
European Gordon Ramsay.
He puts on a different persona.
Oh, totally.
He plays to his audience.
And
It's
European,
smart.
Europe,
Fair enough.
exactly. European Gordon Ramsay is like he's calm. He doesn't really care. He's there to like do his job. It's so much more interesting than American Gordon Ramsay because he's just screaming, "You fucking donkey!" Like,
it's because they go get the views, man.
Anybody else have
no, you're 100% right. That's why he does it. Yeah,
great point?
I'm
Anybody else have a
looking.
favorite?
Maybe I should
I'm
start
looking.
yelling.
No.
There's some
I should start
bangers.
yelling all the time, guys.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
had an epiphany.
You've had like the most chill demeanor for the entire 50
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
Past 50, we get angry, Brad.
Yeah.
No,
and
we
maybe
all
that's
change
what it is.
personas.
Season 2, Brad
So
gets
now-
angry.
So now you're the editor.
Okay.
You do the writing.
Sure.
You do the shorts.
Okay.
And I'll
Right.
just I'll do something. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll do the video game stuff.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Any other shout-outs, guys?
I'm looking.
Oh, I just shouted out the cooking episode.
Yeah,
we're
it's a
already
good one.
said that. We're good to go.
That's a banger one. I like hack questions. I like the hack questions.
Hack Question is a banger.
That
It's
was
just
pretty
like
cool.
so simple and so good.
It jumps out. at you.
Grabbing, very grabbing.
Very grabbing.
But not from like a funny perspective. For funny, I don't know. The God of War one is.
It's hard to beat
laugh at
the
that.
elevators and Moon Knight one.
It
That one is
It
so
is.
wild.
Just 'cause
It's
it's
so
absolutely wild.
just
Yep.
yeah. It's unhinged.
I love it.
Really is.
There's also Burger King in the bottom corner. That I
Yeah,
just
I was gonna bring
noticed.
him up.
He's masked behind 142.34.
Yeah.
That was a long episode.
Yeah.
Nice. Love that.
Oh,
Guys?
I think
I-
my
No,
favorite thumbnail.
Noah.
I was gonna say we're not done yet.
And it's just because it set a standard for a lot of the thumbnails that came after it. But
Yeah.
the back in the booth with the new name one,
Yeah, I do like that one.
I like that one, yeah.
that was the one where I just hit a bunch of random colors,
Yeah.
and they all just kind of they seem to fit together.
Sure.
So I just kept them, and now they have been the colors that I've used for almost every subsequent
Yeah.
thumbnail since.
Yeah.
And the only reason I picked them was because I felt like they were bright enough that they actually caught people's eyes.
They're definitely
Great point.
Creative Showcase 2 might be the best one of those because it's fun, it's bright, it's colorful. The font is like right up there.
Yeah.
It's catching. It's really interesting.
Well,
I like that one a lot.
And like lots of other thumbnails, I find like just scrolling through YouTube, they don't use those colors as much, or at least that combination of colors.
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
So-
purple, the pink, the yellow, and the blue.
Yeah, so it almost makes
Ice cream.
it almost makes a sense of identity.
Totally.
Like when people are scrolling through YouTube, they're going to see
Yeah,
those
junk
colors and they're going
monkeys.
to be like, oh, it's those
Brand
guys.
consistency, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Brand
It is
consolidation.
literally it is literally under like a brand palette that I have now.
Love that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the
podcast.
Junk Monkeys podcast. And
Welcome
guess
back.
what?
We're back.
It's time.
It's time for the inaugural.
the
Mystic.
the wonderful, the
once in a
illustrious,
lifetime.
incredible Stats Showdown.
Sandwich.
Stats Showdown sandwich.
Yeah, sure.
Pasta.
Yeah.
Fettuccine.
Everyone was saying words. I just
Pasta
wanted to jump
sandwich.
It's fine, it's fine.
What a terrible idea.
Cassie Gertzen has been doing obviously the comments that we mentioned, but she's
God's
also
work.
been like collecting
God's plan.
stats because she's decided to go through and listen to every episode again.
What a maniac.
She's insane.
Did you actually do
Yeah.
it? Oh my god.
So
My
she created me.
condolences.
She created me a Google Doc with a bunch of like stats.
R.I.P.
Oh
So-
no.
Yeah, honestly, I'm so
Cassie
sorry.
knows
Cassie.
more about this podcast than some of us in the room.
She
Yeah.
knows me so well.
She knows us very well.
I
man.
don't think that's true.
She knows more than I do, I guarantee it.
Oh, okay.
Damn, all right. So I want to start with a quick stat. This isn't like for points or anything like that. I just wanted to.
We can make it for points.
How many inappropriate / sexual jokes has Brad made in the 38 captioned episodes? Because she's only done 38.
7.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
Looking like 24 probably.
No.
See, I was gonna say around. Ooh, I was.
What do you? Sexual or inappropriate?
Inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
I
Just
want to hear what he
label.
says.
Yeah, I mean, she put it as inappropriate / sexual.
Okay, those are two different things. Because if it's inappropriate, it's like 600. If
Fair.
it's sexual, it's like 7. It's like
Yeah.
it's not that many.
I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna wait till he hears his.
19.
Okay. I want to revise my answer.
Please.
I don't think.
get a revive.
All
like-
of them.
I don't
All
think-
No,
of
you don't
them.
get yours.
How many episodes have we had? 49, 38, 38. No, I think it's less than that. I think it's like 16.
Yeah, I guess the question is like, is it a joke per episode?
Yeah,
Is it a
and I
joke
don't
per
think it is.
episode?
It's not. Brad, you were right on the money. 24.
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
He would
Fucking
know.
counted.
He
Yeah,
would
you
know,
should.
wouldn't he?
We got some clappers.
You should have brought that energy to the fucking film draft, bro.
Oh, Jesus!
really
Damn.
We are out for blood today.
I'm kidding.
This is what the heat does to you.
Yeah,
No,
it does.
It's true though. I fucking suck at the film draft.
Yeah, but you
You
fucking-
won
you-
last year.
No,
Yeah,
I think
you did.
I think you're
Yeah.
great at the film draft because it's funny.
That's true, I guess.
That means you've told 0.63 of a sexual joke per episode
That's
that's
a
been
shitty
captured.
KD.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You
You're
suck,
so
bro.
one, bro.
Look at ass.
All right, next part. Says Who is what I'm calling this part.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It's basically one quote per person.
Right.
You just have to guess who,
Who
said
said
the
what?
quote. Unfortunately, this first one is already given away.
I hope it should be. It should be obvious, right?
I would
It
hope
will
so.
be. It will be.
And I've listened to all
Um,
the episodes, so.
Right.
The first, actually, honestly, we could probably skip this one, but it's just you're in the electric chair and shit yourself because you ate a jar of Alfredo sauce. Who said that, guys?
I wonder.
I wonder who said it.
Brad.
I don't know. Who do-
You
we
were-
just listened to it.
Yeah, I was
Noah?
gonna say.
Am I tripping?
No, it was Randy. It was me.
Oh, okay, it was you.
me. It was
Okay,
me.
cool.
Uh,
Sometimes I'm a silly little goose.
this
I
one
don't
might be a
remember
little more tricky, but you can feel every spike from Donkey Kong.
That
What
seems
the-
like Noah.
Ooh.
That might be Mike, man.
Is Mike included in on this?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
It's got to be Mike.
You
Mike
can
loves
feel
Donkey Kong.
you can feel every spike from Donkey Kong.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna say that's Brad.
Okay.
I'm going Mike.
And for reference, one per person. So we've already gone through the Randy.
Yeah,
So
there's
that
no more Randy.
narrows it down.
You can feel every spike from Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that
Smash
mean?
Bros. From
Donkey
Smash
Kong
Bros.
In Smash Bros. So it has
Oh.
to-
I know he does, but he doesn't feel the spikes from Donkey Kong because he is Donkey
Brad.
Kong.
It would be me actually.
It was Noah.
Really?
From the VR episode.
What the fuck? What are
'Cause,
you
like,
talking about?
I think Noah was
VR
saying
Donkey
like
Kong?
VR Super Smash Bros. And you could feel every spike from
Oh.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, that's fair.
God, the context
fair.
makes it so much more like obvious.
Third one. If the rock smolders at me one more time, dog.
I feel like that was Dan. Wait, no, that's Brad.
It's got to be Brad, right?
I think it's me.
Yeah,
Probably.
you're all correct. That was
Yeah.
Bradley Gertzen on the
Nobody
Golden
says
Bananas.
fucking dog except
Yeah.
I don't want
No, I say dog.
I use
That's
dog
true.
in writing all the time.
Yeah,
I
same.
call everyone. I call Randy dog. I call everybody.
I text
dog.
people dog all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
But DAWG.
Yes.
Because the other one is like you being mean.
but Brad says it out loud.
yeah,
yeah,
that makes him
I
cringe.
do say it.
Great
out-
point.
No,
Yeah, that makes
no,
me
no,
not
no.
based at all.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
oh, well, I guess we've still got Mike and me, right?
Yep.
Oh.
This one,
Down to the
I
wire.
feel
you're gonna know who this
I
is,
feel
but
like it
it's
should be kind of obvious, right?
you'll know who it is. But this is one of my favorite pull quotes I've ever heard. Do you think skydiving or karate is cooler? Oh, sky karate! You can do both at once.
I know. I remember that so goddamn well.
And everybody that was
Sky karate, and then you just
That's Dan?
died.
That's Dan.
yeah, that's
That's
Dan.
gotta be.
That's-
That's gotta be. What episode was that?
that's Let's Talk TV.
I remember the quote like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Skydiving or karate is
Oh, sky karate!
and you were fucking
I started laughing so
dying.
hard. It
'Cause
was so
you,
funny.
you're like, what are you talking about? And you just said the stupidest shit.
So good.
So is there a quote from Mike?
There is.
I wonder who said it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one, guys. Sometimes,
It's Brad.
Sometimes, Brad.
sometimes,
It's Russ.
only on leg day, I listen to thought shit.
That could be Mike or Brad.
No, that's a Mike line.
I know.
I don't listen to thought.
I get that shit out of here.
I don't
Ed
believe
Sheeran
you.
And lo-fi.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on.
I was listening to that lo-fi during the gym.
Hey
That's
man, try it
not
out.
not weird, but well,
Sometimes it hits.
It's
I
odd.
totally believe
is
him.
odd.
I
Might
totally
have to
believe
give
him.
it a
It
go. Might have to give it a
entirely
go.
depends on the
You're
vibe.
just like focused in. And,
Yeah.
That quote was from Musical Musings,
Musical musings.
the first one.
That was a good episode.
That was a great episode. I loved that episode, and like the thumbnail was fucking fantastic for that
It sure
episode too.
was.
Randy and I were having a conversation behind the scenes. Maybe a couple. It wasn't the last one, I don't think, but it might have been. But at one point during a call between him and I said, I think Musical Musings 1 was like a turning point for us.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's where we hit like we went Super Saiyan and we figured it out. We hit like a level of stride. You know what I
Right.
mean? The thumbnail was banging. The topic was really interesting.
Yeah.
The conversations were interesting. That was a great episode for us.
I think it might have been when we realized that we should talk about. Sometimes I felt like in the early episodes we talked about what we thought people wanted to hear about.
Yeah,
And then
instead
we were
of
like,
what we wanted to do.
Yeah, and then we were just like, why don't we just talk about what we're passionate about? And then
Totally.
it just makes better.
Totally
content.
paid off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're 100% right.
yeah. I remember like one of my mandates at the beginning was like, we're talking about entertainment. We have to stick to a certain like
Yeah.
topic, and then immediately we're like,
What if
Randy,
we
shut up.
didn't- What if we didn't do
Yeah.
that?
Do you remember the like behind the scenes before for the pre-production of the travel episode, when like a month or two prior to the travel episode, I was like, this is just funny.
Oh,
I was
yes.
like, we should like branch out, start doing lifestyle. Travel would be a banger episode. And then you and Mike were both like, well, we don't really want to do that. It's
we
entertainment.
want to stay to entertainment.
And then like
immediately.
a couple months later, you guys did travel episode, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wow,
I think I
this is
like
such a
sent you
good
the
idea.
files, and you're like, really?
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was right.
So yeah, that was that for the quotes. That's where
Yeah.
we left off because we took a quick second. Guys, one of the things I've been fascinated about when doing this podcast is like I've been on every episode except for one.
Right.
But I wanted to know
you were telling me about
how
that.
many people have been on every episode.
Mm-hmm.
For my stats, I've hit 98%
90%.
Sounds about right.
because I missed the Christmas episode.
Yes.
Right.
But do you guys want to guess how fucking close it was for the second person, like the second highest?
I feel like it's Brad.
I was gonna say, I bet it's not that high, right?
I bet you it's Brad.
Yeah.
Despite how many.
Despite occasional
Despite-
mishaps. Yeah.
Sure.
I would say.
It's Brad.
Are we gonna do like percent? Is it all percentage based?
No.
No.
How many episodes out of how many
Yeah, yeah.
episodes? And is this including like all 50?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're guessing how many. It's Brad, right?
It's got to be Brad.
It's Brad, and you've been on. You're thinking mid high 40, mid low 40s.
I was thinking maybe around 40. I've definitely missed quite a few. I would say
I haven't
Brad's-
been on a lot of
I've
them.
been on
So.
a decent amount.
I would say
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad's
I've been.
probably been on around.
45 is my guess.
I was gonna say
Good
45.
answer. Good answer.
46.
46
In
and a half.
second place with 74% attendance,
Mm.
Oh.
That's passing.
37 out of 50 episodos.
Oh, wow.
Noah Garbutt.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Shit.
Yeah.
What if he was just like in third, Brad,
God
one episode?
damn
What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you know what it probably was that tipped you over?
What?
The Batman review.
Oh,
Where it was
yeah.
just you and I.
right. There was that.
And then there was the never released episode of you reviewing Horizon Zero Dawn, but I
Yeah.
didn't include that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
There was.
Third place.
Brad.
Brad.
Brad,
It's
yeah.
Brad, yeah.
It's Bradley Gertzen.
Yeah.
Noah
Imagine.
was 74%.
Yeah.
Brad?
72.
72.
Yeah.
Damn.
I would be
You hit
36.
36 out of 50 rather than
Mhm.
37.
Yeah, I counted.
Daniel Mosionier.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wouldn't be me if Mike was still here.
Do you want to guess your percentage?
No, I would think you would still beat up Mike.
I probably wouldn't beat up Mike. I think he'd beat the shit out of me.
Mike
You
is
seen that
pretty
fucking
scary,
guy?
yeah.
You seen that guy? He's
Like I know how to fight, but like look at me and then look at him.
He's a
Like,
strong fella.
he'd kick my ass.
You got the height advantage.
I do. I got the weight advantage, the height
You
advantage.
have reach.
I was gonna say the arm advantage.
does,
I
yeah.
stiff
You can do
arm
that-
him,
You can do that
and then he
big
just like
brother thing.
fucking rips my arm off. And I'm like, oh no!
What's your percentage, do you think?
Do we think? Have I been on over half of them?
I don't think so.
You don't think
I
so?
don't think so. No.
I think
Or it's like bang on 50%.
Is it bang on 50%?
It is not.
Is it above 50?
It's sub 50.
Damn it! It's 1%. That's my
No.
guess. I've been on one episode.
not even a full episode.
Daniel,
I was gonna say that'd be half an
It would
episode.
be, yeah.
you've been on 19 out of 50.
Okay,
So pretty close to 25.
that feels bad.
That feels weird.
Yeah,
that
it's like,
you only
oh,
done
I'm
that.
getting
I know.
a shitty grade.
Genuinely,
but-
I feel like Dan has been on the episodes more often than it seems to be.
Yeah.
But
right.
you-
That feels
no
super
doubt.
low. But I believe him.
you're
I
at
believe
38.
Cassie.
You're at 38%.
Damn it!
Wow. Wow.
Oh wow, flashbacks to high school.
There you go.
You're allowed to laugh
Damn.
at that.
Damn. And then finally,
because I did really good in college.
Michael Gertzen, 10% lower than you, 28%.
Rest in peace.
Good
Rest
for
in
Mike.
peace.
Way to be.
14 out of 50.
He's doing his best. He's
Fucking
doing his
idiot.
best.
Two of which were after he left.
Which doesn't make any goddamn sense.
The anniversary episode.
Posthumously.
Exactly.
How
And
many
then
times has he been referenced?
the sibling
after he
stories
died?
episode.
And then this
That's
episode.
number one.
of course, and then this
Yeah.
episode, so I guess he's on another one.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah, I guess this should have been out of 49 instead
Your
of 50.
stats are fucked up.
I fucked up. I fucked
Freak,
up.
man.
Oh, well.
You lock in.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Randy, what's going on?
Final part of Stats Showdown.
Right.
Oh, there's another part. Hell yeah.
Gentlemen,
This
Try
is where
to-
we all fight.
try to try to record your points
You're going
in your mind.
down.
Okay. Well, how many
This
Wait.
is the fan favorite game, Cassie Comments,
Oh,
comments?
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
in which you have to guess the name of the episode based on Cassie's highlights that she puts in the comments.
Okay.
You'll get 3 points on the first guess, or like the first line. I'm going to give you 3 prompts. They're going to get
Oh.
easier as you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Pog.
But if you can get it on the first one, you get 3 points. Second one, you get 2.
And 1.
1.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Got it?
Gotcha.
This is interesting.
Lock in, Noah.
Look at his face. Holy shit.
Round 1. Full Commando.
Oh.
Oh, that's the camping one, isn't it?
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Are we allowed to like look at the episodes? Not like the comments.
You can look at the titles. Or like the...
I can't
titles
do
is a
that.
Oh, yeah, I guess never
Sucks
mind.
to suck,
Never mind, never
Noah.
mind, never mind.
Oh.
We gotta make it
Full-
fair. We
Full
gotta make it fair.
Commando. That's fucking, you know.
Can I guess again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rural living?
No.
Oh, that would be it though, because I did talk about being naked in that. At one point.
You talk about being naked.
Yeah, you talk about being naked a
I'm
lot.
surprised
freeing.
it's not rural living.
I know.
Is it a just chatting? Oh, I guess you
No.
can't. Oh, well, there
Well,
goes
what's
those
the
ones.
next prompt?
Yeah, next prompt.
I'm not gonna
Um,
guess.
I think we should get one guess.
Yeah,
per-
let's do one guess
yeah.
per. Yeah, that way we don't go through our
No, it
entire
just says
catalog.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Was
6,
it
7,
Memories of the PS4? Was it Let's Talk TV? Al dente for 9-year-olds.
Say it again.
Al
Cooking.
dente for 9-year-olds. Brad?
Cooking. Cooking episode.
The joys of cooking.
Yeah, the Joe's
Brad.
Oh, al dente.
Al-
Yeah,
oh,
love
she
that.
had it written as Dante. My bad.
Oh, I
Okay.
wonder if that was part of the bit. If it was supposed
Oh,
to
it
be
probably
al
could have
dente.
been. Yeah.
No, I probably just said
Because
that
I
shit
thought I
wrong.
was like, what the hell are you
I never
talking
said
about?
that.
But if it was al dente,
Al
okay.
dente.
It's probably the bit.
Al dente for 9-year-olds. What's the joys of cooking? The easiest one that was gonna give it away. The last prompt was
It's just called the joys of cooking.
no. It was ketchup addiction.
That can be referenced in so many videos.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't.
But that
I
was the
don't-
birthplace of when
That's
we just
true. I
made
don't-
fun
I
of the
don't- I
fact
wouldn't
that
have gotten
Noah's dad just fucking loves ketchup.
Loves ketchup, yeah.
Yeah. Brad, you get 2 points.
Can I
points
ask a
in my
quick
head.
question?
Yeah.
No.
At what point did we talk about being naked during the cooking episode?
It's a great question.
Probably me.
I think it was Brad. Genuine, and what's great about this is like these are verbatim, so you could go in the comments and see what Cassie was saying
Huh.
Yeah,
about full commando.
There you go.
Yep.
I don't know.
Leave it to Brad.
Me cooking without underwear on does sound like something I would bring up though,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Piston in a
Raw
Folgers cup.
weenies, cooking weenies.
Yeah.
Sonder,
Hey, yeah.
Sonder
Yeah.
brings it up and laughs about that all the time.
The Folgers-
cup.
Folgers
yeah,
can.
Folgers can.
Love it.
Now I'm realizing how much doing all the editing for all this, how much all the episodes are just a fucking blur.
Totally.
I'm like,
Completely
I
agree.
should totally know this, and you saying that you're like ketchup addiction gives it away, and I'm like, I have no fucking clue what that means.
Yeah. Round 2. Cardboard call out.
Wow, what the fuck?
Call out.
I feel like I know what that means.
Again, the first prompts are always going to be the most difficult.
Yeah,
Cardboard
for sure.
call
3
out?
points is a lot of points.
Hack questions too.
Incorrect.
Hack questions 1.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
I would reach across the table and fucking strangle you.
I had no other guess.
Me neither.
Moon Knight, elevators.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Part 2. Brad and bacon.
Hot takes. Damn it.
Incorrect.
Oh, well, that's both of our guesses.
Fuck.
So,
Brad.
you know, can I get a
Crap.
fist bump on that one? Because
Yeah, I thought it was 100% hot
Yeah.
takes.
See, I threw that in there to trick you guys.
Freaking piece of shit.
Fuck you, Randy.
All right, whoa.
You big weenie.
No, we didn't do a second hot take. Was that our debate one?
Yeah! Go, Noah.
Nice.
How many of these do we have? Do we have 3?
We have 5.
Oh,
Should have guessed
pog.
debate. Fuck.
No, you get 2 points. The last prompt would have been Randy the Cheeto hero.
Oh yeah.
Also, I don't know what that
Chonker.
means.
Yeah, that doesn't ring it for me.
You're just
either.
But we're talking about munchies, bro. My entire argument was based around me,
Oh.
like fucking advocating for Cheetos.
My favorite quote
Right.
from that whole thing is Randy going, "When you find that chonker of a cheetah." That was actually
That is a
giggle.
good one. Round 3.
Okay.
Brad's path to alcoholism.
Oh, that's a recent one, isn't it?
I can
Fairly
tell you that.
recent
I
one.
can tell you that.
Rural living.
Incorrect.
Ooh, that's a good guess though.
People
in rural do be drinking.
Just
Brad's-
statistically speaking.
Brad's path to alcoholism.
Brad's path to alcoholism. Sibling stories.
Incorrect.
Great guess.
Oh, that's a
Great
good
guess.
one.
banger
Great
guess.
answer. Good answer.
Good answer. Good
Are any of these going to be the same
Episode? No.
episode?
I was gonna say, that
no.
seems BS.
Yeah.
They're all just the same one. Omega lol.
Brad's
We have
path
50
to
episodes.
alcoholism. Is that from the Christmas one?
Noah, that is.
Eggnog. It was the eggnog.
Well
right?
done.
Holy shit.
Yeah. The following 2 prompts was shout out to Charlie Brown and then Santa Baby Hate.
Are you at fucking 5, you piece of?
Did you look at the document?
No.
Oh, he just cheats.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I guess I just got really good memory, guys.
Crazy. So no, you're at 5 points now.
I had 0.
Goddamn.
Jesus.
Wow,
You know what? For the last 2 rounds,
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say
Whoa.
something. I was gonna say something. I think you know what I was gonna say.
for the last 2 rounds, point values are doubled.
Oh, fuck
wow,
off.
just quiplash
to give
us
you
right now?
a fucking.
Did you just
you know?
quiplash us?
Round 4. Sniper Dan.
Oh.
Is this from video games?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, you're out. Okay. I know this. It's.
We should have Jeopardy music.
I was
Yeah,
just
right.
about to say that.
I don't know the name. It was the most recent Just Chatting?
Incorrect.
Fuck.
All the time in the world.
Questions 1.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Next.
One of these will be hack
I
questions.
can hear the quote from you. I can hear it in my head.
Sniper.
Next one. Nature and naked.
Why are there so many
Oh.
nakedness ones?
That's why I kind of threw it in there for that.
There was no.
There's nothing more terrifying than
I'm
the thought of you
tripping.
with your gun experience being
Yeah,
perched
you
up.
know
in the-
exactly
I
what it
know.
is.
I know
Wait
the
a
quote
second.
off
Is
by
this
heart.
from the one that we were talking about zombie survival stuff?
Incorrect.
Survival stories?
Incorrect.
Fuck.
Did you guys both just blow your guesses?
Yeah, I
Sure
think we
did,
did.
yeah.
Oh, you just
Now you
guess
gotta
what?
think about it really quick.
I could go for humor. I could
Hack
be
questions too. Hack questions too.
Didn't I just guess that?
Which one?
Yeah.
What did I guess for the first one?
You said the most recent. Just
Okay,
now.
hack questions too.
Incorrect.
Oh, I'm just gonna guess that every time because one of them's gonna be hack question. It's gotta be.
Final one.
Fuck.
Limp dick and rurality.
Rural episode.
Rural
There you go.
living?
So
Oh,
There you go.
guess it in every
So
single
two.
one, and we don't get it.
Yeah. Dan got 2 points.
Oh, we all got it. You got it. I got it. Did you get it?
I was saying rural.
You were in the
living, but
middle of
said
it, yeah,
you
but
said
Dan
it
was
first.
quick on
I
the
knew
draw.
the quote from the first one.
I
just
knew
didn't-
rurality
I
would
did-
give it away.
I
but-
didn't know what the.
Oh,
was the name of
now
the
it's all clicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sniper Dan.
You up in your bedroom with your
Yeah,
gun?
with your fucking rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Brad brought up the fact nature and naked, which is like we
Well,
asked like,
yeah.
what's your favorite part
That's
about being
what-
rural, and you were just
Yeah,
like just
That's
being
what
butt
fucked
naked.
us up on the cooking one.
Yeah.
That is what
Stop
fucked
talking
us
about
up.
being naked so much.
Yeah.
Well, I
You're
was
right, guys.
thinking the gym episode because you were like, just to good look naked.
Yeah,
I was like, but that's too
booty
recent.
butt naked or whatever.
Look good, booty bone naked.
That's
I
right.
think it
That's
was.
right.
I was
That's a
editing
tongue
that and I was
twister.
like, what the fuck?
What was
Final
that to
round.
say?
Noah has 5 points. Brad has 2 points. Dan has 2 points.
You're going down.
Uphill go karting.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Uphill go.
I can hear it.
I know
hear
you
it.
can.
Hack questions too.
Incorrect.
Fuck!
Hack questions 1.
Incorrect.
Damn it!
Oh, man. Uphill go karting traveling episode.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
That's way too early.
For 4 points. Junk Monkeys HR.
Oh, this
Drunk
was just
Monkeys
after.
HR. Coming back episode.
Correct, Brad.
Nice
Well
job.
done.
Let's go.
Fuck you! Fuck you! I'm so mad I didn't get the sniper one.
Wait, Brad wins.
Yeah, Brad
points.
wins.
6 points. Let's
Big
go, Brad.
hog.
I know I would.
Bro,
I
you
know
got
I
the
would.
fucking how many inappropriate jokes you've made, and you got that.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
Yeah, dude,
Damn,
I'm
bro.
totally
Killing it.
And you're not gonna win the film draft this year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Holy
do that,
fuck,
yeah.
this episode requires a master limiter.
My bad.
No, that's fine.
The final prompt on that one, by the way, morbid hamster facts, because that was the
Put it in a
dude.
sock.
How did we not select that as one of our clips?
I was
Yeah.
thinking about it.
That was a good one.
There's so many banger clips.
There was a lot of
Oh,
bangers.
there's the Alvin and the Chipmunk one too.
Microwaving
The
Alvin and the
microwave.
Chipmunk.
Oh Jesus, that was all in one part. It was
back
so
to
funny
back.
too, because it was like we were doing like this whole.
hamster abuse. Just back
Yeah,
to
we were
back.
talking about like just defiling a hamster, and then I had to go into why we
Don't
took the
say
break.
Don't
file
say
a
that.
hamster. Don't say
Don't
that.
say that.
Holy
Backpedal,
shit.
backpedal,
Oh, we don't
backpedal.
condone.
I'm not cutting that out.
Yeah, it
Talking about destroying hamsters.
was a good time.
completely different. Yeah.
Hey, that was fun, guys.
That was wonderful.
I had a wonderful
Holy.
time. It's been 50 episodes of just fucking
Nonsense.
It's been a
Nice.
wonderful time.
Just yapping.
Does anybody have any closing thoughts on the Junk Monkeys podcast in general? And I don't know, just like
I do.
yeah,
One line. Good fucking job, boys.
Good job.
All of
Well
us.
done.
Good
We
job.
did it. We did it.
Round of applause, but don't actually because it'll fuck up.
Oh, that's what happens. Stop. Stop.
Don't clap. Don't clap.
Stop. Wait.
Sorry. No,
What?
I can't say.
no, go for it.
Oh, okay. Do you think they have to put?
What's up? This is Daniel doing the edit. Just wanted to come let you know we're cutting this joke because it's not great. So, yeah, back to the episode.
So yeah. Anybody else have any closing thoughts? on Junk
do we do
Monkeys
the
podcast?
do we do the like overused thing where it's like, oh, here's another 50 more episodes?
No, I'm bailing. You guys are on your fucking own after
I gotta
this.
go.
My contract is up.
Next episode is just gonna be recorded on memos. Voice recorder.
Yeah.
Over Discord. There's a huge delay.
Just awful. It's like, are they doing this during the pandemic again? Like,
Another pandemic I didn't know about?
no, guys, like, as a closing thought,
Yeah.
and it kind of bounces off what Dan just did, but like, genuinely, the four of us and Mike, the five of
Rest
us,
in peace.
genuinely have grown so much. Like, Noah, I won't lie.
I was.
You were
horrible.
so quiet at the beginning. But man, you are one of the funniest motherfuckers I know because of this podcast.
I feel like I still am pretty quiet.
No, dude.
Nah, you're
but
definitely
like
got better.
you jump in though now instead of just like there's that quiet and then you
Yeah,
kind of like
it's
clear
not
your
so
throat
much-
or whatever. Like
it's
no,
not so much waiting for a turn anymore.
you're so comfortable with the role now, and you add such a genuine like energy to the show, and you can just fucking sneak in with like one joke that just throws me.
One-liners.
It's that
You're
fucking,
like a rogue. You just get in there
Yeah,
under the
just like
armor,
quick
boom,
Stab
It's so
somebody in the
good.
ribs.
and then run away. It's so good, man.
and it's only one attack, but it like fucking
It works.
kills them.
It does it. Bradley Gertzen, like genuinely, like first of all, you've come so far from being like, hey guys, what up?
I was the worst with the mic at the start, wasn't I?
The amount of times Dan would
Yeah.
text me and be
Yeah.
like, Randy, you got to get back. Like you got to fix his levels or
No,
something.
no, he's
hate
not
me to the
kidding.
mic.
Like
Yeah.
like every like episode for the first like 10.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
know.
like, Randy, you got to tell him.
Yeah.
You got to like pull the mic closer to your
Whatever you
face.
need to.
Should have had
But-
an intervention just
and I'm-
sat me down.
I don't want to start on like ragging on you, but like genuinely, you've
Yeah.
grown so much in this podcast,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like when Brad's on, it's a Brad episode, and I love it every time.
when your energy is up there, you just like
It's some
you
of the
steal the show almost.
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
And like sometimes you just throw out some of the most like
Out of pocket
philosophical
nonsense.
like
yeah.
whoa
We have
Brad,
all
I had
these
I'd
whole-
never even thought
Is
of
memory,
that. You know?
is memory lane a cul-de-sac? What the hell was it? A roundabout or whatever?
No, it was a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Cul-de-sac. Yeah.
I still don't know what that
And,
is.
yeah, and I was like, I don't even fucking know what that
No,
means.
but it stopped me. You know?
We were all like, what the? Yeah, we all went, what the hell? No.
And then Daniel, of course. Like I think when you started, you were like of the most experienced of all of us, and I think that kind of like translated to all of us. You kind of taught us how to do this properly, rather
Sort
than
of,
just
yeah.
four guys just being like,
Oh yeah, no, you guided us a ton.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
like none of us would have done any like the proper mic spacing
nope.
without
That,
you.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember being
Would've-
like, okay,
without-
boys, let's
Yeah,
do this.
like-
It
Yeah.
would have just been horribly balanced. Just
I wonder if at some point you guys would have done the
Oh, probably.
for the audience at home. I tipped the mic because these mics kind of look like you talking
we
to the top of
definitely
them,
would
but
have.
Yeah.
we definitely would
That'd have been so funny.
But no, like you're a fantastic collaborator, and I really appreciate
Thank you.
helping me with this project and helping all of us with this project.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Randy.
Hey.
Thank you
Oh.
for being the guiding force for this show, for writing the episodes, for being the one who comes up with a lot of the ideas, who collaborates with all of us and gets us all into position and communicates with the audience. And let's just be honest, is at the helm of the ship.
He
Oh,
really is, yeah.
absolutely.
So-
If Randy didn't tap
Absolutely.
to set up,
Hey
I
guys,
don't
we
know how
got
we
recording
do.
today. Oh yeah.
like when we did the break, it was literally like we were supposed to record like that day if we had to record basically, and you were like, "Hey guys, I think we're taking a break," and no one before that.
No
said
one
anything.
questioned it. No one questioned it.
No
Randy.
one said anything or tried to set up an episode before that or anything. It was just like Randy was like, "Yeah, we're taking a break," and it was like, "Hell yeah."
Okay. Yep.
You got it. You got
Yep.
boss.
You got it, boss.
Just Randy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Randy
We'll
just
see you soon.
runs the thing, man.
I appreciate that.
No, this stuff doesn't work without you.
I appreciate that.
No.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's real.
It did once, and I'm sure that one Christmas episode was.
It was a good episode. I
What-
enjoyed listening to it.
I don't even remember who was hosting it.
You're
It
on,
was Dan.
you're on thin fucking ice.
Were you hosted it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an
a good time.
episode.
It was an episode.
Sure was.
It was literally like Randy was like, Dan, I need you to like take this episode, and I was like, oh, it was like 2 nights before. I'm like, oh fuck, okay, all right, this episode's gonna suck, but I'll do it. It was funny.
No, it was a good time.
And then as soon as you were back to doing the intros.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Smooth sailing. You have nailed down that intro.
Well,
despite how much-
I mean, last episode would.
Right.
Despite how much
I know
we
what you mean.
rag on you.
But connections through conversation is.
That's
really
bang.
I don't even think I
bang.
threw that into the beginning of this
No.
episode,
No,
I don't think you did.
unfortunately.
But that's what this is.
Yeah.
It's a conversation with connections.
Absolutely.
Diner.
I love it a
We're
lot.
connected to each other.
Connections Diner.
Yeah, love that story.
I cried.
Oh, before we finish, what's your favorite episode?
Oh fuck. Oh, creative showcase, probably 2.
I did like 2.
maybe even 1. I don't
Yeah.
know. I love that.
I liked one, not maybe more than 2. I liked them both a lot.
But for
So far.
different like
but
reasons.
different things. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like number 1. I felt because you guys were so like nervous to share it.
Yeah,
and
it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, you're very right.
Everyone was like super. It was super awesome to hear you
Terrifying.
guys go through that, and you guys were like, "This is super scary," and then you like started complimenting each other. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, stop
Yeah.
complimenting me.
Creatives
me
don't
again.
take compliments.
No,
like,
genuinely,
well.
you were giving me flowers just now, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, I know because you were like,
Yeah.
thanks, man.
I've genuinely thought about like throwing in. I think going forward, I'm gonna have a segment at the end of each episode that's called flower delivery.
You
And,
were telling me about
yeah,
this.
yeah, where we just like hype up somebody either in the room or somebody in our lives that were just like, yo, Shout out to this person.
Well, speaking of more flowers we should give out,
Hmm.
this might be cheesy, but thanks to the audience.
Yeah.
What are we even doing here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
Y'all show
listening.
up, and like the people that are like the diehards, like the people that are like, "Yo, listen to the new episode, Randy." I'm like, "You did?"
Cassie, Darian,
Cassie,
Sonder.
Aiden.
Christopher, my mother, my sister,
There's quite a few people. actually.
Darian. Also, shout out to Darian.
Shout out to Darian.
Shout out Darian.
Sure, Darian.
Shout out to my girlfriend's grandma, who I found out listens.
Hey,
Grandmama.
I don't know
Found
if I
out
like
she
that. I
listened
don't know
to
if I
this.
like that.
Sorry.
Yo, shout out Grandmama. You a real G.
Shout out to my dad. He's been listening to
Can
a
you
couple
make me
lately.
You make me
Yeah.
a pie, please.
No, did you have a favorite episode?
Oh, there's all. It sounds so cheesy, but there is so many that like just
Yeah.
going through the feed and everything. Like I can remember so many memorable moments from all of these.
Totally.
And it makes it so hard to pick just a single one
That's fair.
to choose.
Yeah. I think it's recency bias for me, but I think Summer Camp Stories is one of the most fun I've ever had on
I
an
had
episode.
a lot of friends, Sonder, Darian, they
Yeah.
all, and like even like some friends I don't talk about, like Zephyr, they all came to me and they were like, "That was a banger episode." My friend Aiden, he was
Yeah.
like, "That was a really fun episode."
My friend Jordan from university, he was just like, he commented on the episode. I was
I
like, nobody
saw
ever
that.
comments
Yeah.
on our videos.
Hell yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta like memorialize that up on the wall.
Yeah, totally.
I think
Put it
my
on the wall.
favorite. I think
First dollar.
That's what I was thinking.
my favorite episode has to be any of the just chatting ones.
They're so good.
They're so fun.
Those are my favorite ones to come into because there's the lack of structure
You never know what's going to
opens
happen.
it up so much.
Yeah.
That is true.
Um,
Those tangents just keep rolling.
oh my
sometimes.
god.
Yeah.
And,
We're great at that.
And there's some
Yeah.
some of the funniest moments we have are in the just chatting episodes.
1000%.
And yeah, those ones are just my favorite.
That is
I-
if people are like, sorry, Dan.
No, you go.
That is what I recommend to people when they're like, oh, I'm going to listen to it. I was like, just throw just chatting on probably. You'll get the gist of it, and then you can pick the topics you want to listen to.
I was gonna say I might actually revise my answer to hack questions too.
It's very good.
When people ask me about it, I give them hack questions too.
That's not
because
good.
I'm like this is structured, but we're still loose and we're fucking funny in this
Yeah.
episode.
Do
Like,
some silly things.
I guess maybe like I don't want to say like we're starting them off at our peak and it's downhill from there off hack questions too, but
No.
like hack questions, that's my favorite episode.
It is a
It's
very good
banger episode.
Yeah.
Everyone, you were right. Everyone, I keep gesturing with the mic and it keeps
I know.
getting
I do
quieter.
that too. Don't worry.
Everyone was firing on all cylinders. That we were all overclocked. We were all
Yep.
gassed up. We were good to.
Nitrous.
Yeah.
Gassed up. That was
I,
nice.
that's why I looked at you.
Yeah.
Because one other time on the
Not faded at
podcast,
all,
I
bro.
said
Not
it.
faded.
You were
Not
like,
faded.
"Let's go, Dan." and then this time happened again.
Yeah.
So,
Love it.
Hack questions too. Brad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
said
he
a
agreed.
crazy
Oh,
showcase, yeah.
right. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay.
Randy.
Hey.
What's your favorite episode, man?
Yeah, I think it's the Summer Camp Stories. I think
Yeah.
we're in a loop right now
Right,
where
yeah,
we
we are.
like forgot
Noah,
that everybody.
no,
answered.
what did you say?
Oh, what would you say your favorite? Check your phone. Yeah, let's wrap this up. This has been a
Yes.
long episode, but
Sure has.
Been a banger
it's
episode.
been a banger episode. It's just fun to reminisce,
It's
boys.
the 50th
fun.
anniversary. It's
Like
gonna
it a
be-
lot.
Good job. Good job, team.
Good job, team.
Just a bunch
Thank
of
you
guys.
to the viewers.
Thank you,
again.
viewers. Thank you, Daniel, and thank you, Creation Nation Makers.
Woo!
Yeah.
These are our big three. And
The audience, Daniel, and the CNMS.
exactly.
Did I get that right? Creation Nation. Oh,
Hey,
I got it.
hey,
Hell
let's
yeah.
go.
I just picked the letters and said them in a random order. MCS. Let's go.
Obviously, yeah, we can. We'll do a shortened thank you this time, but yeah, obviously, Dan, I've given you a lot of flowers already, but
Yes, of course.
you're the best. And Creation Nation Makerspace description. It's in the description.
It's the whole
below.
reason we're doing this.
And yeah, we'll call it at that, guys. We
That's
got a
it.
fantastic
That's a wrap.
episode.
Good job, team.
That's 50.
Well done.
That's 50.
Well, I mean, we did record more.
We're 51, right? Technically.
No, this is gonna be 50.
No, think about how many we lost.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're at 52.
Oh,
or-
we've definitely recorded more
More
than
than
50.
20.
Oh yeah.
And that, yeah, it's a whole thing.
But this is episode 50.
The
yeah.
sacred ancient text.
Exactly.
Maybe one
The
day
lore
they'll
that'll
reappear
forever
in
be
the
lost.
in the hard drive.
That'd be
Oh,
the
there they are.
Oh shit.
That would be
We
terrifying.
retroactively release them and they're just terrible. Because
I think I did
Four-
find
40
the
episodes
Horizon
ago.
episode.
Oh.
And I was like, it was like months later. I was like, this is not relevant anymore.
we should just release it because it'd be funny.
Well, I mean, it's as bad as Noah and I sitting and reviewing the Batman together. And
I know
that,
that's funny.
yeah, it would have been funny. I'm not sure where it is now.
We'll have to find it.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful job, boys.
Everyone,
Well
thank
done.
you so
Well
much.
done.
Take a bow. Have a great night.
Woo!
Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
Get out of here.
Just 4 dudes sitting in a room all sweaty.
Yep.
Four
Sweat it
dudes
up.
chilling in a sound booth,
Sweat it up.
2 feet apart because they're mostly not.